out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm silent, boy, they can't change me. No.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We live in the boxing section, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Just another Car Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? We headed to work and shit like that, man. But yeah. So this just in, if y'all care at all, Olympic bronze medalist O'Shea Johnson, she will be back in the ring. August 6th on the Jake Paul card. O'Shea Jones. I don't know why I said. Why the fuck I say Jackson? She's making her second pro fight. So it's her second pro fight on a big card. So hopefully she gets some airtime though, man. That's what I hope for. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she gets some airtime. That'd be big. That's gonna be big for women's boxing. We have a hell of a card with Clarissa Shields. We got two great title fights on the same card. You got Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. And then you got Katie Taylor versus Alicia Baumgartner. So two great fights on the same card. I wonder how they're going to stretch that out. If it's going to be an all-women card or what. But as it stands right now, those two fights right there, shit, are enough to sell out anything. You know what I'm saying? America or not. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, it's in it's in England and shit like this, in the UK. But what I'm saying is, that fight was here, it'll sell out. You know what I'm saying? No matter where it's at. Those two, in my opinion, but you know, I love women's boxing, so I might be different for me. But shit, I'm buying it. I'm actually buying it. I'm not even fucking around with no streaming shit. I'm gonna put my money into that. You know what I'm saying? Give these women a chance to elevate the boxing game. So it's our job, it's our duty to do that. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that we give them the opportunity to grow the sport. Because at least the women fight each other. You know what I'm saying? At least the women are fighting. You know, they're not coming up with no excuses on why they can't fight and why they not fighting and things like that. They get in that ring, they handling their business. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around at all. You dig what I'm saying? And you gotta love it. You gotta respect it. This weekend though, we got a good fight this weekend though. We got Frank Martin in the ring. We got Rashidi Ellis in the ring. So I'm excited for that. Yo, we got your grandmama's favorite DJ. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? What's up? What's going on, man? How we living today?
Oh man, another one like the other one, same super heated. Another Car Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, yeah.
trying to make it shake.
Man, man, we got to talking about music last night. I completely forgot, man. I didn't even bring up the press conference from yesterday.
Oh yeah. Good press conference.
Oh man.
Savannah Marshall. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on her ability to like fight Carissa Shields. She just seemed kind of timid. She didn't seem like she was confident in what she was talking about. You know, more trying to sell a fight than anything else. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I don't think that she's necessarily afraid of Clarissa, but I think deep down she knows that was 10 years ago. Like she's built her whole career off that one amateur win 10 years ago. And it's like just going back and watching the press conference and really listening. Bro, when Clarissa was throwing out them facts, Clarissa killing the fight. She killing all right for the fight. She was like, how all of a sudden you become a knockout artist? You was 60-16 with no knockouts in the amateurs. I was 77-1 with 19 knockouts. Where all this knockout power come from? It's like, oh, Clarissa. But it was funny as hell.
Get the tested. Get the tested.
Exactly. And shout out to the good brother Tay Jones. He broke down. He was like, this is what the Furies do. He was like, you gotta understand the crew that she rolling with. Every time they have a big fight, they always pull out like a couple months before the big fight, and then they'll reschedule. So what are they doing? You know what I mean? Clarissa, that's always been Clarissa's belief, because you remember this whole thing started like a year ago. Almost a year ago. They were supposed to be on the same card in December, but yet Savannah Marshall pulled out her fights like 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah, they be on something. They be juiced up somehow. I don't trust them niggas, man. I don't trust them Fury niggas, to be honest with you. Like, just look at the Jake Paul shit.
Right, but we knew Tommy Fury couldn't get in the country. We knew that. Jake Paul knew that. He said he tried to do everything to help. No, everybody know the Furies can't get in the country. So I'm with Jake Paul, but at the same time I'm calling cap, because you knew that man couldn't get in the country. You knew that.
He probably didn't know to what extent, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He probably didn't know it was as bad as it is, but he definitely knew, like, somebody told him that Tommy Fury couldn't get in the country. I refuse to believe.
But listen, you know, that ain't news, though. They're not making that no news. They ain't talking about that nowhere. So if you're not on YouTube, nigga, shit, you ain't gonna know that. If you ain't following Artman, you ain't gonna know that shit.
But
they keep that shit way under wraps. I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. Where they just keep it hella under wraps, though.
Yeah, but this is the thing, man. If I'm in contract negotiations with somebody, I'm gonna know whether or not they can move to be where I need them to be, but especially for a fight. Like Jake Paul holds all the cards. He's offered. He had to pull out the fight last year because of a quote unquote injury, but now it's like I know he's probably been talking to Tommy Fury or Tommy Fury's representation for months now. He claims he's been talking to him, trying to get everything straightened out the way he could come into the country. But saying that tells me that you knew he couldn't get in the country. So either go to him or find somebody else to fight, which he should have found somebody else to fight by then. But you know, I'm with him on that. I'm kind of with him on that. Like, he's offered you to fight twice, and you're not doing everything in your power to get here. It's like you just accepting that you can't come into the country.
Listen, that's a life-changing fight right there. Shit.
Absolutely. And what I think would have been easy work for him. I think that would have been easy work for Tommy Fury. But you know, it is what it is. Now Jake Paul's he's gonna find some other patsy to fight to build his name up,
Say,
and you know
say,
that's just gonna
say
be
what
that.
say what you want about the nigga Jake Paul. That motherfucking fight, bro.
I ain't gonna say all
Before,
that, but all right.
yeah, man, nigga can fight, man. The nigga ain't no slouch. He ain't no
You
fucking
right, Kyle. You right. He can tongue wrestle with the best of them.
Him and Nico Ali Watch, man, got the same type of boxing skill, man. They on the same level, man.
You think so?
I'm just keeping it real, man.
Nah, man. I want to give Nico a little bit more credit than that.
A little bit more.
I'm gonna give Nico a little bit more credit than that. He actually fighting real fighters, not people who've never had a boxing match before a day in their life. Records may be trash, may or may not be trash, but they've been in there before. So,
I want to get around.
But yeah, man. Hey, and that Michaela Meyer and Alicia Bumgarner fight is the co-main event for that card, man. Shout out to them.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight. I can't wait for that. September 10th? September 10th, I think it is. Yeah. And it's gonna be on ESPN free. Come on, man.
Listen, what everybody else for women's boxing, man, is the PBC. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there, man. Like they missing a wave, dude.
How so?
How do you miss out on Clarissa Shields? Like, how do you not invest the dough to make her a household name over here, man? I don't know, bro. It just feel funny to me, man. Shit, all that shit feel funny.
I mean, how many women do PBC actually have under their banner though?
That's the problem, man.
Right. I think Clarissa would have ran into the same problem that Layla Ali was having in her career. It's like back then it was hard to find girls that were 168 and 175 pounds for Layla to fight. That's what Layla ran into. Layla didn't have a lot of girls to fight. Just like Clarissa, you got to look at it, man. Clarissa in 12 fights has cleaned out 3 divisions and gone undisputed twice. About to be 3-time undisputed in 12 fights. That's the same problem Layla ran into back then. There's just not a lot of girls that size, and the PBC has shown us they're not willing to invest in women's boxing. Eddie Hearn I got to give him his credit for that. He's the only big-time promoter, quote-unquote, in boxing to really try to put these girls on a pedestal. And Jake Paul, what he's doing for Amanda Serrano has been absolutely amazing. I appreciate him doing that. But
Bob Arum,
man, Bob Arum ain't got that many girls, man.
Yeah, but
he's pulling girls from other promoters.
Hold on. But the girl he got, nigga, he making her big. The girl he got, nigga, he making her big. She on a co-main event on the biggest women's card of the fucking year.
Yeah. But it comes a time when either you're gonna try to build around her, you're gonna try to build fighters around her, or you're just gonna try to make her a big star by going to fight whoever, whenever. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. What's up, Tony?
Kelly can fight her ass off too. She can fight, man.
Huh? Yeah. She can fight, no doubt about it. Yeah. It's not an indictment. It's not an indictment on her that she don't have a lot. That Bob Arum don't really have a stable like that. But that's why I said it comes a time when either you're gonna try to build around her or you're not. So you know what I mean. Like Dana White. Dana White didn't have a lot of women at the time when he brought women over into the UFC, but he built his roster around Ronda Rousey. He brought girls from every corner of the world to fight Ronda Rousey. And look, now the women are some of the most competitive fights.
I like when women don't quit anyway. When they fight, nigga, they fighting to the death, nigga.
Oh, I've seen some women quit now. I done seen some women quit. Be like, no. Even though me and you differed on this, I didn't think Ibarra quit last. What was it? Last week in the car? It was a couple weekends ago. I didn't think Ibarra quit. I thought her corner stopped that fight prematurely. But you know, it is what it is.
Well, I got some information. I don't know if I can share it. But... Oh shit! The stars have aligned for the Atlanta crew to link back up again. Well.
What's up, Nicholas?
If it isn't the bad guy, huh?
The bad guy. What's going on, LG? What's going on?
What's up with you, Nicholas, man?
Look, just couldn't stay home, huh? Just couldn't stay home and enjoy retirement. Just couldn't stay home and enjoy retirement, huh?
Boy, making that money, he making that $45 to do nothing.
Nah, it ain't. I'm telling you now. Because I used to work with a guy just like that, right? He had drove trucks for 35 years, and that was after 12 years in the Navy. He was like, look, I've been working since I was 11 years old. There's only so many fish you can catch. There's only so many soap operas you can watch before you just get bored out your mind. And I'll guarantee you that's what
it's only so much daytime TV you can watch, homeboy.
Right. He got bored. I'm telling you, man, a lot of older guys who retired, they just can't stay home, man.
I can't even hear y'all talking at the same time.
I called because I want y'all to check out the Shakur interview with Brian Custer, man. It's really enlightening, bro.
Shakur, Brian, you said Shakur and Brian Custer?
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson, Brian Custer. Great interview, man. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Brian Custer does AEW work, man.
Say that again, bro.
Get Brian Custer on my show.
I just think, for the most part, and Tony, to answer your question, I just think for the most part, men don't care about women's sports. You see that with basketball. You see that with women's boxing. You see it with even softball. You see a lot of men just naturally, for whatever reason, don't care about women's sports.
You know what a lot of it is, though?
Hey, but look, hold up. You got to care about that card we got on September 10th. You got motherfucking Clarissa and Savannah. Then you got Bumgardner and Mayer on the same card. Come on, man.
I wonder how they're going to fill out that card, though.
They got Hannah Gabriels and somebody on that motherfucker, too.
Yeah, it's going to be an all-female card.
That's gonna be live, man. Hey, I'm telling you, Alicia Bumgarner is my baby mama, but I'm telling you, that Michaela Mayer bitch is mean. That's a mean little bitch.
Hey, listen.
I've seen her fight, bro. She's a killer. She's a killer.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all remember that look I told y'all that Bud gave me when I asked about Sean Porter?
Yeah.
That's the same look she gave me when I asked her about Alicia Bumgarner.
Hey, Alicia Bumgarner got thumped too now.
Yeah, Michaela Mayer bad.
She got a little pop on the pussy, son. She might make Michaela Mayer do the stanky leg like she made old girl.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. She better hope so. Cause Michaela Mayer, she on that same shit Clarissa Shields on.
Right. Another Olympian.
She talking that talk about them amateurs.
Yeah. Yeah, Clarissa really don't want to bring up the amateurs, but if we're going to bring up the amateurs, let's talk about the amateurs. You know, the way she ethered Savannah Marshall yesterday. Savannah Marshall looked like Clarissa hurt her feelings a couple times, and she really didn't know how to respond.
Yeah, because it's like, dog, yeah, you beat me, but nigga, I got the gold medal, so nigga, what that mean?
And Clarissa was like, she was like, what she say? She told her, she was like, yeah, it was 2012. It was in London. The World Championships were in London, and I've been scoring. She was like, I was scoring 30 and 40 points all through the tournament. All of a sudden, when I get to you, I only score 8 points to your 14. So come on, and that's the same thing I say about Joshua. That's the same shit I say about Joshua. It's like it's no coincidence to me that Anthony Joshua won a gold medal in the 2012 London Olympics. That shit is not. It's no coincidence to me.
Let's keep clean though, y'all. Let's keep it clean on this fight. Now look, we know that Savannah Marshall can swat. She got pop. We know she can fight. We know she got power. She's just entirely too slow for Clarissa Shields. Clarissa gonna beat her up.
Absolutely. I think Clarissa's just she's gonna have to knock Clarissa out. She's gonna have to knock her out because she's not gonna outbox Clarissa. Clarissa is gonna throw 6-7 punch combinations, and maybe 4 of them land, but she's gonna throw combinations. She's gonna set everything up. She's gonna start everything out with a jab, and she's gonna go upstairs, downstairs, and use her footwork. She's never gonna stay in one spot. She's gonna throw them combinations and move. Savannah Marshall is gonna have to knock Clarissa out.
Yeah. Only thing is, I wish that Clarissa Shields would do differently, man. Is sit down on them punches, man.
She does, man. It's not like she's never had that one punch knockout power. A lot of women don't. It's if she had, I think it's something else that she said. If she had more time, she could get a lot of these chicks out. Like her last fight with Emma Kozin, I think they should have stopped that fight in the 7th round. Clarissa had Emma Kozin just in the corner. She hit her with like a 9-punch combination where she didn't respond. All she did was just sit back with her hands up. They should have stopped that fight.
The last female boxer that I can remember that had 1-punch knockout power was Holly Holm. Or did she not get that until she moved to MMA?
No, Holly Holm wasn't a power puncher. Holly Holm I think she had single-digit knockouts in her career. She was more of a technician. It was all footwork, head movement. She's always had that same footwork. Always had that same long southpaw jab. She was never really a 1-punch knockout power artist. Like she was never a knockout artist in
even
boxing.
Layla wasn't.
Nah, Layla had power because Layla was a big girl. Layla was bigger than a lot of the girls that she was fighting. Like that was Layla's problem.
Layla 68, but Layla walks around about 85, 90.
Yeah, Layla's a big girl, man.
85, 92.
Say what?
I said a sexy 85, 92.
I know, right? I know. Just
Lord have mercy, Jesus. The girl's still fine as hell, man. She's still finer than all get out. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
now listen. I hope and pray. Her
and that's
son.
why I favor her. If they were to fight in their primes, I favor her over Clarissa because she's just too big and she got pop.
She too damn big. Layla too damn big, man. And that was her problem in her prime. Like it was hard trying to find girls that was 68 and 75 where Layla fought. And there were not. It's the same thing that's going on with Clarissa now. Like I just stated a few minutes ago. There's not a lot of girls their size. So even though I think Layla finished 24-0 with like 21, 22 knockouts, something like that. They were having to pull girls up and wait to fight Layla because there just weren't any 68 pounds. She was what?
31-0, 22 knockouts.
Did she have? I didn't think she had that many fights. I think she only had like 20-some fights.
No, she had 31 fights. 31-0. You can look it up though. I could be wrong. I think it's 31-0, 22 knockouts.
20-some fights.
But yeah, that's the thing. And see, it's the same issue when they did the interview way back in the day with Tyson and Ali. They asked Ali who would have won in their prime. He said, well, if this guy catches me, he probably knocked me out. The question is, can he catch me?
Wait, who, in your guys' opinions, who has more natural power, Big George or Tyson? Foreman or Tyson?
That's the same problem for Savannah Marshall. If she catches Clarissa, she could probably stop her. The question is, can she catch her? I don't think she can.
And Anthony, to answer your question, that was, I think, just raw power. I got to say Big George. Tyson was strong, but he also had great technique, too. But George's technique was good, too, because, you know, you don't go to the Olympics, you know what I mean, without great technique. You don't
care
medal
what
in the
nobody
Olympics
say,
without good
DJ.
technique.
Anybody who comes straight ahead to George Foreman getting their head knocked off.
Yeah. Mike Tyson was good at throwing combinations and creating angles to where he could catch guys, but he also had good power too. So that, to answer your question, but
it's a wash in your opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of a wash.
But like,
we just talk like
a guy like
if we talking raw power,
minutes.
I gotta go Big George. Big George was what you call country strong.
Yeah. Him and Deontay Wilder got that shit, man. Them motherfuckers, man.
Country strong. I'm telling you what it is. You can't explain it.
Hey, my grandpa worked on a farm, nigga. When he was a kid, nigga, he's strong as a fucking ox.
Yeah.
And for me,
I know some guys like that right now. Grew up wrestling baby bulls half their life. So yeah, just country strong.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's like them Russians, nigga, wrestling and bears and shit.
And if you've never seen Icarus, go check that out. Russians know how to get on that shit, son.
What is that?
It's a documentary about how Russians pretty much the market for cheating in the Olympics.
Well, shit. What about Khabib though?
See, Khabib was actually tested by USADA over 50 times. He got his jacket before he retired. So, you know. Let me see. I got all these names.
Damn, man, I got 12 more minutes, bro, and I got to go to this fucking place.
Kyle, is your tent that dark, or is it really nighttime still out there? No, it can't be still nighttime.
No, it's raining out this motherfucker right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the parking garage.
For a minute.
I'm in a parking garage in a dark spot.
Okay.
But
so this man,
Khabib and motherfucking my guy at 75, better be if they made out of the same shit. Whatever that shit, adamantium, whatever the fuck that is, they made out of the same shit.
What you say, adamantium?
Whatever it is, adamantium, whatever they call that shit.
Hey, listen,
Khabib and motherfucking Better BF is made out of the same shit.
You know, I'm gonna create a shirt. It's gonna be called Save Yard.
Save Yard. No, don't save him. Don't save him. Let him get hit. No, Kyle, we not gonna save people. This is not it. This is we in the fight business, right? We're fight fans. If that man believe he can get in there, let him get in there. Give him his shot. I don't want another Dillian White. I don't want another Dillian White saying 1,000 days. 800 days. I don't want another Dillian White. Give that man his shot. If he go in there and get mopped up, then at least he can say he got his shot.
What that nigga tell you? What I always say, man. What he telling McCreed? Yo, daddy died in the ring.
And shit, what Drago say? If he dies, he dies.
Man.
No, man. I ain't saving nobody from no ass whooping because I don't want it. I don't want it to be, and the reason why I say that, I don't want it to be 5 years after Anthony Yard retires. I don't want it to be, well, I never got my shot at Better Be. Who knows? Nah, put his ass in there, let him get mopped up, and then we can just move on.
Hey. Put that nigga in the dirt.
Hey, we all kind of believe we know what's gonna happen, right?
Y'all gotta listen to that interview because Brian Custer gives up the game if you listen to him.
Brian Custer and Shakur Stevenson. Y'all gonna check that out. Shakur Stevenson
He
and
gives up
Devin
the
Haney been
game.
on they. You know, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney been on their little tour lately.
You gonna hear Custer say, "Now we know they gonna fight this fall." So Brian Custer got to know some shit that we don't know.
I think the NTK Global shit is holding it up. So hopefully.
Yeah, I think that's what's holding up because y'all heard me say before. I'm all pro athlete. Like I'm all for the athlete. This is who we come to see. I've never seen anybody. Y'all heard this quote before. I've never seen anybody. I've never seen 50,000 people show up to see somebody sign a contract. Right. So give these guys everything they want. I look at it. They just gave Canelo and Caleb Plant $50 million last year. Y'all ain't got that for Bud and Spence,
which is a way bigger fight.
Way bigger fight. Way bigger fight.
Like
y'all were ready to give Canelo another $100 million. Where that budget go? Where did that money go? Because y'all ain't paid it out. Where did that money go?
The casual fan is what they looking for. The casual fan is what they're gonna get. Right? Everybody in their mama been talking about that fight, dog. DJ, you muted.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I said they want the casual fan. They make that fight, they're gonna get him, right?
Hold on, say that one more time.
I said if they get the casual, if they want the casual fan is what they'll get if they put that fight on.
Absolutely, bro. I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by nothing but casuals. Bro, they don't care who Spence and Bud fight if it's not each other. If it's not each other, they don't care, bro. When I was telling people I was going to the Errol Spence fight, they were at, oh, he fighting Bud now? He finally fighting Bud Crawford? Like, nah, he fighting Yordenis Ugas, the guy who beat. I had to explain. It was like, yeah, he just beat Pacquiao. You know, it's like, what's a Ugas? Who is Ugas? Okay, let me know when he fighting Crawford. Bro, they do not care about who these guys fight if it's not each other. Same shit with Devin Haney and Tank Davis. I honestly think we'll get that fight by this time next year. By late fall next year, we'll get that fight.
No, we ain't.
I'm hopeful, man. I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it.
You think you a Tyler Perry song now?
Huh?
I said, what you a Tyler Perry song now?
Whatever.
Hey,
Nah, man, I'm just a boxing enthusiast, man, who want to see the best fight the best.
Hey, honestly, y'all, I don't think Tank got that much bitch in him. Tank is getting roasted by everybody right now.
Yeah, and it start. You can see it. Yeah, go ahead, Sheldon.
Tank don't have no kind of bitch in him, so eventually Tank gonna have to take that fight because he gonna get tired of being called a duck, a bitch, scared of Devin. He gonna get tired of that shit. The man's a competitor. You know, no matter what you think about his choice, his level of opposition, I don't think Tank is afraid to fight nobody. I think Tank will fight any goddamn body. And he gonna get tired of this Devin shit. And he gonna go to his daddy and say, look, nigga, make this motherfucking fight. I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Make it.
When he say ain't no hoe up in me, nigga, get out of my fucking way.
Yeah, like I tell people all the time, it's like, man, yeah, Tank duck Lomachenko when they try to bring up the Lomachenko shit. Tank duck Lomachenko, he duck Loma. Man, listen, Tank is a street kid from Baltimore who ate sleep for dinner. He don't give a fuck about fighting no Lomachenko or no Devin Haney. It's up to his handlers to make the fight.
And this is and this is the thing about it though. Like, they just don't want us to win, man. They don't want us to win, man. That, you know, somewhere ass down, fat bitch. Yeah, man, they don't want us to win, man.
I think personally, like I mean, come on, for God's sakes, man. Kambosos just got $10 million. Like, I don't like to pocket watch these fighters. I really don't be caring. But when it comes to these champions, dog, give them what they ask for, man. Give it to them.
Yeah,
And a
man.
name like Tank Davis and the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney, give them what I think this. You could get him $15 million.
Hey, Coach Kevin Cunningham said something so funny in our interview yesterday. He said if Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence don't fight, it's like Boston Celtics win the Eastern Conference Finals and the Warriors win the Western Conference Finals, and they don't play each other.
Boxing is the only sport that does this, man. Every other sport, the best play the best, or the best fight, the best go up against the best. You don't see this even in like even in other individual sports like golf and tennis. It's a tournament, so the cream rises to the top. The best played the best. Boxing is the only sport that does this, man. Even in MMA, the best fight the best. Boxing is the only sport that does this. Right, J.A. Dixon. Think about it. Kambosos got paid more than Bud. So, I mean, give these guys, especially Bud and Spence, man. Like, y'all see with the Showtime, Fox, whoever's going to have this fight, Fox, please. Y'all see the demand for this fight. Please make this fight.
No,
fans are going to show up and fans are going to buy this fight.
We don't got no, ain't no, that's on Showtime, I think.
What?
Yeah, I think it's on Showtime.
But PBC is still doing deals with Fox because that Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz fight is going to be on Fox.
Yeah, but Showtime is getting that Bud. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it too. I just threw Fox out there because I know PBC still deals with them sparingly, but I know they still deal with them. But Showtime, come on, man! Y'all just claimed y'all had $100 million to give Canelo Alvarez. Where did that money go? Y'all ain't divvied it up between all these other fighters.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's
y'all got the money. Like Showtime, y'all got the money.
Yeah, they bullshitting. You know, they always bullshitting. You know,
shit, give Bud 20, give Errol 25, and call it a fucking day. Y'all keep all the pay-per-view, keep everything else. Give these guys what they asking for, man. Because the fight is that big. If it's just, I don't think it's money holding it up, like y'all said earlier. I think it's the Daniel Cunningham situation. But even if so, that's on Bud. If Bud is still dealing with him, that's on him. Make the fucking fight, man. I'm tired of waiting on this fight.
Yeah, I'm tired of waiting on all these fights, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's crazy that, man, this is the only sport where we just get so discouraged about the best fighting the best. We just accept anything. Good morning. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? Yeah, man, it's pretty ridiculous, you ask me.
Absolutely. I'm getting tired of the nonsense.
So you getting tired? I've been tired. That's why I'm talking about fantasy fights on my channel. You know that.
Boxing is the only sports with fake rankings too. Well, I mean, college football has a weird ranking system too, but that's and the UFC. The UFC don't even do their own rankings. I think the writers do the UFC rankings, or the powers that be do the. I don't think they really have control over their rankings either. So you just really got to go like the guy who just knocked out Sean Strickland last weekend. Sean Strickland was ranked the number 4 guy at middleweight in the UFC. Alex Pereira, who has burst onto the scene, but if you've been following combat sports, you know who this guy is. Like I've known who he was since before he started doing MMA.
What's going on?
Like you understand how good this guy is. He's dangerous. Like this is gonna be when him and Izzy fight later this year. That's gonna be a dangerous fight for Izzy. I don't think people really realize that.
Izzy ass out cold.
That was the second fight. The first fight they went tooth and nail. It was a close decision that Izzy lost. See, he beat Izzy twice in kickboxing. I used to follow Glory Kickboxing. Still kind of do, but they don't have as many events as they used to. Lion Fight, which is Muay Thai over in England. I watched that with, you had guys like John Wayne Parr and all them guys, man, that came through that. But yeah, he knocked Izzy out cold. So that was with 10-ounce gloves on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. See, the decision was fine. That's a fight. It happened. But he put your ass to sleep.
Slept.
That's what's bothering is Adesanya.
Yeah. So this guy has only had, I think, 6 or 7 pro MMA fights, right? And already he's about to get a title shot because people know how dangerous he is. The whole reason they even brought him into the UFC was for him to fight Israel Adesanya. It's the whole reason they even brought him up. So it's not that he need a good dance partner, J.A. Dixon. And when people say Izzy fought Romero safe, it's not that he necessarily fought Romero safe. Romero didn't really engage with him. He only got clipped one time. And it's like, in order for it to be a good fight, somebody has to fight you back. Like somebody has to be good enough to stand in there with you. It was like, okay, if you're not going to fight me, I'm just going to leg kick and get the decision. He fought him smart. It's a difference between fighting safe and fighting smart. But if this is going to be a kickboxing match, man, this is going to be a close. This is going to be a dangerous fight for Izzy. Izzy might get touched up a lot in this fight. And they got 4-ounce gloves on, so we'll see what happens with that. Since I ain't had a chance to talk about it, I hated seeing my man Max get beat up last weekend. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. But hopefully Volkanovski does move up to lightweight like he said he's gonna do. Kyle Shelton, y'all still there? We still alive? We still okay? Yeah, we still alive. Make sure I ain't touch.
No, whichever. You think Volkanovski should go up to lightweight or stay where he at?
I mean, shit, he done cleaned out the division. Why not move up? I'm all for, and I got the same attitude towards boxing. Like, once you clean out the division, like, what else is there to do? He says he wants to stay active. He's beaten everybody. He's beaten everybody in the top 8, I want to say. He's beaten either on the way to the title or while he's had the belt. So what else is there left for him to do at featherweight? He's beaten Aldo. He's beaten Max. He's beaten Ortega. He's beaten Korean Zombie. Like, there's really not a lot of guys left for him. He beat Chad Mendez. Who else has he beaten? He beat a lot of guys on the way to the title, and then during his title reign, he's been dominant. So,
man, how did he beat Max like that, man?
Max can't fuck with him, man. That's just plain and simple. Max can't beat him. In my mind, I think Max beat him the first 2 times, but
he beat him the first 2 times, though, man.
And that's why a third fight happened. But that third fight, there was no doubt. There was no doubt. The first fight could have went either way. I thought Max won the second fight. That third fight, there was no doubt.
It was really that cut though that kind of slowed everything down.
Man, that cut came from that right hand he ate.
I'm trying to figure out how did he get out jabbed by that kid, man. He's longer than everything.
Volkanovski's fast. Y'all do know Volkanovski used to weigh 215 pounds, right?
You said do what?
He used to weigh 215 pounds. He was a rugby player, man. He was a professional rugby player.
He used to play rugby. He used to play rugby, yeah.
Yeah, he was a professor. There's pictures of him out there, man. Just a little sawed off Tim Tebow out here.
Man, that explains
he
everything.
he probably walks around. He probably walks around about 170, 175
185.
now. Yeah,
Tops 180,
180.
something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that embedded though, that kind of got me off the Izzy train. I kind of had to stop fucking with Izzy, man.
Yeah,
That embedded fucked me
Izzy's a
up.
different. He's a different type of cat, man. He's just a different
Nah,
type of cat.
when you got a grown ass man wearing French tip fingernails and pearl necklaces, I'm cool on it.
Yeah, he's different. He a different type of cat, man. That's all.
Man, oh man.
Well, he may be different, DJ, but I'm not.
J.A. Dixon, to answer your question, yes, I did. Cejudo has turned into Conor McGregor / Nate Diaz / Hamzat Chimaev. Every time somebody wins a fight, he calls them out. Henry Cejudo ain't fought in 3 years. Henry Cejudo ain't fought in 3 years. He looks like he's, $165 right now. He looked fat as hell. They said he was walking around backstage drunk. So we'll see, man. If he's true, he was talking about fighting Volkanovski at 145. So if he's truly talking about coming out of retirement, he's got to get back in the USADA testing pool, which I think he has. And we'll see, man. We'll see who they match him up with, because Dana's not going to give him a tune-up. He's going to fight somebody in the top 5 if he comes back. Being a former 2-division champion, they don't do that in MMA. You want to come back, you're going to fight somebody. So I'm looking to see. I wonder when they're going to announce that Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw fight. That'll be the next big fight in that division. I want to see if Volkanovski's serious about moving up to 155, because he says he wants to stay active, but yet you've beaten all the top contenders. Unless you want to stay down and fight Josh Emmett, which that'd probably be a good fight. But I think he beats Josh Emmett, even though Josh Emmett has really good Muay Thai. He has great power in his hands, but I think Volkanovski beats him. It's not only the power, it's the speed with Volkanovski. Volkanovski's fast. He does a great job at closing distance very well. So he says some shit about beating off to cartoons to Izzy. Yeah, Izzy's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Yeah, he's a weirdo, but he's all right with me. Yeah, he's a different type of cat, man. Well, there goes the neighborhood. What's going on?
Right, baby. What's up?
What's going on, Max?
We thugging it over here.
Hey,
Max,
don't come up in here with no pimp stories and all that bullshit today, homie.
Hey, man. Hey, OG Shanty, man. Should be having it sometime.
R. West, he's just doing it because it agitates people. He knows it's people are gonna ask questions about his nails, about his French tips.
Yeah, that's my booty.
People are gonna ask questions about his pearl necklace. So he's just doing it just to aggravate people.
Nah, Izzy bisexual.
You think so?
Yeah, he got too many signs.
That nigga suspect. Stop saving him, DJ. Don't say that, nigga. He's suspect.
I'm just gonna say he's a different type of cat, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And I'm telling y'all, Izzy's a lot bigger than people think he is too. I've seen him in person. Izzy's a lot bigger than what y'all think he is. And you see that in the reactions of people when they in there fighting him too. It's like, oh man, god damn, I didn't realize you was that big. Everybody just think he's this tall. Everybody think he's just this tall, skinny kid, and that's not the case.
That fight fucking sucked, man. And Max Holloway got his ass beat, bro. That shit broke my heart.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, man. It hurt my feelings to see Max get his ass beat like that, but it is what it is, man. It's the fight game.
You didn't even put up a fight,
it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close this time, Max.
It wasn't. Dude, Volkanovski looks so fucking good with his boxing, bro. Like, his reactions, his footwork, man. You could tell he's been fucking with Izzy in that camp. You know, he stepped this shit up.
Izzy, Dan Hooker, Brad Riddell. Who else is in that gym? Kai Kara France. That city kickboxing got killers in that gym, bro.
Oh, so he switched gyms then. Oh, okay. That's what it was.
No, he's always been there. He's always been there.
But how is he so good now though?
It's not that he's so good now, bro. Volkanovski's on like a 22 fight win streak. He only has one loss. Like he only has one loss. I think that was like his second fight. I think that was like his second pro fight.
Listen, I'm saying the way he did Max Holloway yesterday, the other day, it was treacherous.
I think that was supreme confidence meeting up with skill. He knows he truly believes Max can't beat him. Did you hear him talking shit to Max Did you hear him talking shit to Max Saturday? J.A. Dixon, John Jones got some things he gotta clear up personally. John Jones is his biggest enemy. He wants to fight at heavyweight, but he also wants the UFC to cut the check since he helped build that promotion.
Yeah, and they should. He's the GOAT.
Absolutely, they should. Whatever he's asking for, give it to him.
Mm-hmm. No, with that match,
I think they're really trying to make the Stipe fight for I think September, October, something like.
What was that?
Oh, okay.
Yo, but I would say this, like, Volkanovski, I finally give him, I definitely, that was a clear win. It wasn't no leg kicks. It wasn't no 2-second takedown. He beat Max up, bro. Like,
Max got beat. Max got beat up, man. It was like I was sitting there with the stank face Saturday watching that. I was like, oh man, dang, Max getting beat up. It was like watching your homie. It was like watching your homie get beat up in a street fight, bro.
All the way up. Oh, no,
Kyle cussed that up.
Yeah, man, fucking homeless nigga, man. Trash out of here. No, he just didn't look like himself though. He didn't look like himself in there.
Yeah, he didn't look like himself, but I think a lot of that had to do because we really didn't see the volume that we used to seeing. Max's thing has always been volume. He overwhelms his opponents with his volume. He doesn't stop. Even though he was pressuring him, even though he had constant pressure, he really didn't really let his hands go. And I gotta credit that to Volkanovski, man. Every time Max tried to get started, Volkanovski would hit him with some shit, make him stop and reset.
Yeah, it was hard to watch, man.
Yeah, but man, I hate to see it because we all like Max, man. I hate to see Max get beat up like that.
But it looked like he just put up a clip damn near, bro. Like,
no, because Max is in that weird spot. He's in that same spot that Robert Whittaker's in at middleweight, and that Kobe Covington's in at welterweight. They're the number one guy, but they've lost to the champion multiple times. But they're gonna smoke everybody beneath them. Like, make no mistake about it, Max is gonna smoke everybody else at featherweight. He just can't beat Volkanovski.
Man,
Robert Whittaker is gonna smoke everybody at middleweight. He just can't beat Izzy.
I didn't know.
First 2 fights, man. He still won them first 2 fights. I don't know what they say.
He did.
He won them 2 fucking fights, man.
I didn't know Volkanovski had them orangutan arms, bro. I didn't know his reach was that long.
It's not necessarily that his reach is that long. He just does a great job at covering distance.
Yeah, but
Like,
his reach is longer than Max's.
Yeah, you see that because you see that sometimes. Shorter fighters have the longer reach.
But Max is kind of in a position where it's like, bro, you can't really stay at 145 Volkanovski's champ, and you're kind of undersized for 155.
No, that's what I said. I think Volkanovski's gonna move up.
Oh, Triple C, baby. First fight, Triple C, baby.
If Henry Cejudo comes back and fight Max Holloway, good luck. Good luck with that.
Triple C.
Oh, got echo.
God damn, fucking headphone fell out. Motherfucker.
I say we all can't go on mute. I'll go on mute while you. I don't know much about MMA. They like Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Not quite. Because
what was that question?
He was asking if Robert Whitaker, Colby Covington, and Max Holloway were like Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. No, because they've been champions, and they're gonna like.
Colby is, Max ain't, Robert Whitaker ain't.
Yeah, because they've actually been champions. But yet Sean and Danny were champions. But this is the thing, though. Other guys beat them, right? Other guys beat them in that weight class. I'm talking about Danny and Sean. Other guys beat them. You look at the top 5 in each division right now. Colby Covington's probably beat. He's probably beaten 3 out of the top 5.
You know that. I shit on Sean and Danny all day long. You know that.
Yeah, we know you don't like Sean and Danny.
Sean lost to all the top guys. Even though I don't think Keith Thurman is shit, he was the top guy. So he lost to all the top guys. Danny lost to all the top guys. Now, the difference between Danny and Sean is the fact that Sean actually had a chance to win where Danny didn't. Danny just ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfuckers can have that Danny.
We're going to see in a couple weeks.
Danny Garcia ain't been shit, and he ain't going to be shit.
But R West is that, like I said, they're since MMA only has 1 belt per weight class, they're in a weird position, man. It's like I was talking about with Robert Whitaker and Colby Covington and Max Holloway. As long as the guy that beat you multiple times has the belt, good luck in that division. You're just gonna be taking fights unless you move out of the division. Max is he's too small for lightweight. Like, go back and watch that fight 3 years ago with him and Dustin Poirier. Look how much bigger Dustin Poirier is than Max Holloway. There's a clear weight class difference. So, I mean, there's no way in hell Robert Whitaker is moving up to 205. No way in hell. So, I mean, unless Izzy moves back up and fights a Yuri Prochazka, which might be a good fight for Izzy, because I don't think Yuri's going to try to wrestle with him. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even think Kamaru will move up. Hold on, where'd Max go? But yeah, man, to go back to John Jones, like I said, John Jones has always been his biggest opponent. Everything that's happened to him in his career has always been self-inflicted. So until he gets whatever he needs to get straight, like, I don't know him, I'm not in his camp. Well, until he gets straight what he needs to get straight, I don't think we'll see John Jones anytime soon. But maybe we might get him this fall. Who knows? Like, I've been hearing rumors about him and Stipe fighting. That's the fight the UFC wants to make, but John Jones is saying cut the check. I'll keep knocking my charger out the wall.
I think, DJ, the thing that soured people on John was the fact that John tried to come off as this nice guy, the Philippians 4:13, all that shit, right?
Right.
And it wasn't him. It's not him. John's an asshole. John's a motherfucking wild dude. John should have just been himself.
Yeah. Like DC said, man, just be that guy. You know, you the guy that wanna, come out and sandblast hookers in hotel rooms, and let that be that. Just be you. He want to thank God for everything. He want to come out, thank God. And,
that's one thing you can respect about McGregor. McGregor's a piece of shit, and he lets you know he's a piece of shit. It is what it
is. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. McGregor came out the gate being nothing but himself. He talk shit and whoop ass and look good. That's who he is. And that's the great thing about trash talking. As long as that's who you are, be who you are. Like, that's why I say I love now that Devin Haney's got all the belts. I mean, you saw it before he had the belts, but now, especially since he's become undisputed, you see him like kind of holding his nuts a little bit. Like, I'm enjoying this side of Devin Haney. And when he was talking, what belt Tank got? What he got? What he got? He got the regular belt. He was like, I've never heard of that. What is that? So I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed him being himself. But man, if these guys don't fight, if these two guys don't fight by the fall of next year, bro, I don't know what to say.
Who?
Tank and Devin Haney. Oh, I said if Crawford and Spence don't fight this year, I don't care no more. I don't care.
Yeah.
If they don't fight this year, I don't care no more. That's just where we at with it. I don't want to see the fight when Crawford's 37 and Spence is 35. I don't want to see it.
Oh shit! Brian Ortega got Yair Rodriguez in 2 weeks. What?
Yes, that's gonna be a good fight. That is gonna be a good fight. Yair Rodriguez and T City, Brian Ortega. It's gonna be a good fight, man.
Hey, Brian's only lost to Max and Volkanovski.
Who's that? UPS. You should say, who's that? Excuse you. I wish you would.
Who's boxing this weekend?
Oh, Mark Mexayal and Ray Vargas for the WBC featherweight title. That ought to be a good fight. I got Vargas though. I think Mexayal caught a You ain't gonna walk by me naked when I'm trying to talk. Weird. I'm naked. You gonna walk by me naked when I'm trying to talk. Anyway, I think Maxwell caught lightning in a bottle. I think he caught Gary coming off of a 2-year layoff, and Gary was coming into the fight with an injury, and he re-injured himself in the fight. I think he just caught lightning in a bottle, man. I don't think he's that guy like that. So,
who you talking about, DJ?
Vargas. I'm talking about the fight this weekend with Vargas and Maxwell. I got Vargas in that fight.
Yeah, I got Vargas in that fight. I think Maxwell is a good little fighter, but he's not the special.
Yeah, I think he can fight. He's just not that guy.
Right.
And Ray Vargas,
he almost lost to Gary Russell with one hand, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Gary Russell had him hesitant with only one hand. That don't even make sense.
Frank Martin is on that card fighting the guy that beat Rolly Romero. He's fighting the guy that beat Rolly Romero, Jackson Marinez. Who else is on that card? Oh yeah, Speedy Rashidi makes his long awaited comeback. Well, long awaited in my eyes. He makes his comeback this weekend. I don't know who he's
Is
fighting,
he on
but he
that
finally
card,
comes.
DJ?
Yeah, he's on this card this weekend too. He's fighting on the prelims, man.
Huh?
Yeah, Speedy Rashidi's fighting on the prelims this week.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is
Chisora
a
and
short
Pulev.
card, man. This card is only like 5 fights. So you got 2 fights
you
on
know now.
the say what? Yeah, Frank Jackson Marinez is stepping in on like a 2 weeks notice or a week's notice because I forgot who he was supposed to be fighting, but the guy had to pull out the fight.
What I was gonna say, DJ, was you know that Rashidi is talking himself to an ass whooping. You know that, right?
Yeah, he said he want boots. Got what he said. That's what he said.
From the sound of it, man, it sounded like, Ugas didn't want boots.
You know me, man.
Edie wants boots.
You know me, man. I'm not into babysitting no goddamn fighter. If you want your ass whooped, get up in there.
R West, to answer your question, go to Showtime's YouTube page and subscribe. He's gonna be fighting on the prelims, and their prelims are on YouTube. So yeah, check that out. You can check online and see what times all the fight cards starts, or you can hit up L Dub Boxing on Instagram if you got Instagram. So, or go to his
or just log
YouTube
in.
page.
Just go to YouTube and log in on Saturday, and you can see all the prelim fights on Showtime's YouTube page. It's free.
Right. Yeah, just go subscribe to Showtime Sports YouTube page. You'll get all the prelim fights, whether it's boxing or Bellator. You'll get all the prelim fights for free on Showtime, on Showtime's YouTube page. I thought he was on the. I thought Frank was on the Charlo. Remember, Charlo card got postponed because Charlo got injured. Charlo got injured, so a lot of them fighters
so you need to go and buy that shit.
Yeah, he was on Charlo's card, but Charlo's card got postponed. So, I think they just went ahead and put him on this card. He was supposed to, yeah, same thing I said, yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, Frank Martin's fighting Ricardo Nunez.
Nunez pulled out. He's fighting Jackson Marinez now.
Yeah, he fights somebody totally different. Jackson Marinez finna get knocked out, boy.
And Figueroa's fighting too.
Y'all see what happened with when he got touched by Richard Comey.
Who? Jackson Marinez?
Figueroa's fighting Carlos Castro.
Yeah, he got put to bed. Don't you got a training officer? Yeah, I got a training officer.
He was eating Roly Power, so.
Rashidi's fighting Alberto Palmetta. Argentine Olympian.
Help me do what, man? Help me do what? Stay up front the whole goddamn day? No help.
Kyle, go mute while you cussing them folks out.
God damn it. Shit.
Kyle cussing out co-workers and whatnot. What are you planning on wearing that? To bed? I can see your whole uterus.
You can't see no uterus.
I can see your whole uterus. I don't know where you plan on wearing that.
Go spend that $9. Next, you probably spend that shit on the bottle anyway.
Nah. I've been spending $80 on the bottle Priv.
Yeah.
I ain't paid for nothing. It ain't worth my fucking money, man. They need to put together some better cards, man.
Look at that. More skirt. You can see no uterus. It's the middle.
I mean, I like it, but I can still see your uterus. Yes, I can.
The skirt comes down to my knees.
Nah, that ass gonna eat half that damn dress.
Chisora
Yeah,
and Pulev are fighting this weekend too.
yeah, it's a nice dress though.
I like to do something about these titties.
Yeah, come here. I'll
Caesar
do something about them
Francis
titties.
and Raimundo Beltran.
Come on, I'll do something about them titties. Come on.
This is cute. This skirt comes to my knees.
Oh shit, I ain't been on mute this whole time. Oh jeez. I know. I thought I muted it for real.
No, you think you cute. No, you
Shut up. Shut up.
DJ got in trouble.
Hey, stay out of grown folk business.
You gonna get grounded. Oh man. DJ and Kyle having an eventful morning. I see OG over here at work just getting it in.
Yeah. She in here trying on clothes. Think she finna wear them somewhere. Yeah, that's gonna be real cute around the house.
You got to check them before they rack them.
But yeah, man, they got a good little card this weekend. Somebody else fighting this weekend too. I really ain't checking for it. Hold on, let me check the schedule.
It's kind of a weak fight weekend, though. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm kind of looking forward to that Fiziev and Dos Anjos fight. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think this is gonna be a damn decent fight. We gonna see if
that's one fight. The card's pretty trash.
Yeah, the card's pretty. Yeah. I think what's his name's on this card too, Nzechukwu. We'll see how he comes back from that last loss that he took. I just thought he looked real lethargic in that last fight. He didn't really throw it. He didn't really just let his hands go.
Fighting.
Huh?
Said Nurmagomedov or whatever his name is. That dude's fighting, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to get excited about, man. See, like this.
Uh-oh. You cut out, Max.
Don't say that. I don't work Saturdays at my job. That's my availability. I'm not available Saturdays because that's when all the fights are on and shit. But this Saturday is like I'll call in and be like, hey, y'all need me to work because there ain't nothing worth staying. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing worth like me spending my day watching. Really. Like they tried to call me late this last Saturday in the middle of the pay-per-view. I said, hell no, I ain't coming in.
Oh, you got Cynthia Calvillo and Nina Ansarov Nunes fighting.
Trash.
Yeah, I kind of like Cynthia Calvillo. She's a little firecracker. So even though she's got a rough streak that she's on now. I think she's lost her last two, and then the fight before that was a draw. So, oh, you got Valentina's big sister, Antonina. She's fighting. She was a great kickboxer. It's just that grappling aspect of MMA is really fucking her up right now. I know I've seen at least two of her fights where chicks just took her down and beat the living shit out of her. So, and she's been submitted. I think who submitted her? I think Amanda Hebos submitted her, which ain't really a big deal, but Andrea Lee.
You naming a bunch of Chinese to me right now because I don't know who none of these bitches
are. So you've never seen Antonina Shevchenko? You ain't never seen Bullet's big sister fight?
Hey, DJ, I've been watching a lot of fights of both of these guys lately, right? Chris and Bud.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to be objective and see what y'all see. But the more I watch, the more I come to the same conclusion, bro. Errol will get his ass kicked. I can't see no avenue of victory for that dude.
I hear you, and just that easily, I can see Bud getting his eye caved in like a lot of these dudes that fight Spence.
And the reason I say that is this. The things that Errol does well are the things that Bud's gonna take away. Bud's not gonna stand in front of him and get punched on. Bud's gonna use his length, his angles. It's gonna be too much. He ain't dealt with nobody like that ever.
Okay. I want to see it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If these guys don't want to fight each other, go ahead and throw me in there, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. I ain't gonna price myself out. Give me a couple mil. I'll run it.
Yeah, Jay Dixon, I wanted to go, man. I wanted to go bad, but nah, man, I wanted to go to the one on the 24th when Anthony Pettis was fighting. Anthony Pettis is still to this day one of my favorite fighters. I don't care if he's getting older now. He's like 34, 35, so he ain't got that same explosion, that same athletic ability that he used to have. He's getting older, so it's just not the same.
Done.
Yeah, man, it's just he's got other things, got other businesses that he's involved in. He's just not the same hungry young fighter that he was. But that some bitch that was fighting at 22, 21, 22, 23, he was the best guy in the world. But yeah, man, I wanted to go too. I really wanted to go. But I think I had to work that weekend, man. That's what really messed me up. That's why I need to That's why they need to go ahead and hurry up and get this whole Bud and Spence thing settled so I can see if I can go to the fight or not.
For real, man.
I'm going. I don't give a fuck if they fight on the moon. I'll be there.
Yeah, it's gotta be on the weekend off, and it can't be too late into November because me and my wife going on a vacation.
Hey, your wife just need to understand, man.
Yeah, you can't fuck that up. You will have a boxing match to go to.
She really loves you,
DJ, you will be boxing.
Huh?
I say you fuck that up, you will be boxing. Fuck Bud and Smith.
It's her birthday.
Compromise.
We going for her birthday. Her birthday's always. We never really do anything for her birthday. Because her birthday's always around Thanksgiving. So we never really do anything. But this year I just said, fuck it. We gonna go. We leaving the country.
Don't be trying to miss out on her trip to go to the Eagles game either, motherfucker.
No, man, I probably won't go because right. This is the thing. If I ever go, see, that's on the bucket list, right? I gotta go to Lincoln Financial Field. I just gotta go to Philadelphia to catch the Eagles game. If I go, I'm gonna go within the first month of the season because I refuse. I do not care how much. I refuse. I'm not sitting out there in that slushy shit watching a football game.
Come on, man, you got to.
Fuck that.
I know you're kind, I ain't got to do shit. You're kind.
I ain't got to do shit. I'm born and raised in Alabama. I am born and raised. I am born, raised, and educated in Alabama. I will not sit out in the snow 4 hours.
DJ, you got enough blubber on your body to keep your ass insulated, man. Just go.
That's not the fucking point. It's not the point. It's not.
Go get you a fucking 4X starter jacket with some thermals, some long johns. Make it happen.
I'm gonna get all that and watch it from the comfort of my own home.
Matter of fact, you should be there with no fucking shirt on in the freezing cold, cheering on your team.
See, that's just stupid.
You ain't no real Eagles fan. You a McNabb
Why?
fan.
Because I won't sit out in the snow 4 hours. No,
you a Donovan McNabb fan. You ain't no Eagles fan.
Yeah. Whatever. I found out a lot of stuff about him these past few years. That's done, that kind of hurt my feelings. I didn't know he was that big of an asshole, man.
Oh yeah.
You done heard say that you can't be an Eagles fan and go to a regular game. You got to be in the snow, or you be at the preseason game. Yeah. You know what? I might go to a preseason game. Say, hey, look, I went. Crossed it off. I went. But I be damned. Now, even in September, October, right? That's the first month of the season. I'll go in. November, December, January, I'm not fucking going. You can cancel it. I'm not going. Hey, Jay Dixon, I'm already hip. I'm already hip. It's just, I've said it so many times. It's crazy how a lot of these guys that fight EJ end up looking like a slab of meat and Rocky. No, she don't care about fights like that. She doesn't care about fights. Only reason she lets me go now is so I won't be in the house getting on her nerves. So yeah. Yeah. I'll probably be at a preseason game. Well, yeah, man. You've heard Shady McCoy and Deshaun Jackson, and we've been through the friction that Terrell Owens had for him. Freddie Mitchell, sorry ass, came out and had a story, but it's like the same story keeps reoccurring with these guys, man. You keep hearing the same story, and a lot of these guys didn't even play together. I think Shady and Deshaun Jackson played at the same time, and I think Freddie Mitchell played. He played a lot long. He played with him a lot longer than anybody else. So you hear about him, going to management and telling them, don't pay this guy this money. And he was telling the management that Deshaun Jackson didn't deserve this type of money. And he was doing the same thing to Terrell Owens, just kind of like slick hating on people, man. So I was like, wow, you keep hearing the same story over and over. I was like, so McNabb was a little asshole, huh? Okay. I kind of hurt my feelings when I heard that, but it is what it is, man. Them grown men, they dealt with that situation how they dealt with it.
And allegedly he's a sexual harasser too, but
yeah, I heard he kind of, Mr. Groper.
Mr. Groper.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard that too. Heard he was a Mr. Groper. That's why he ain't at ESPN no more.
CTE.
Yeah, R. West. That story. Freddie Mitchell said he did the same thing to him, but Freddie Mitchell was fucking trash. So I mean, cite your source.
He didn't deserve no money.
Cite your source. But
that's
that's exactly what McNabb said. He was like, "Yeah, he don't deserve his payday." It's like, man, but the one cardinal sin that all pro athletes say, no matter the sport, you don't talk about another man's money. That's why it was baffling to me when Pittsburgh did Le'Veon like that back in 2017, 2018. It was like, whoa, y'all talking about y'all calling this man selfish and y'all cleaning out his locker and doing all this type of shit. Like, what did he do to y'all that was so bad besides trying to demand more money? A lot of people look at the fact that he turned down the franchise tag. He turned down that $14.5 million, but people seem to forget that was the second franchise tag they were going to put on him. The first one was $12.5 million the year before. Le'Veon Bell was a second round pick, therefore he only had a 4-year contract. So I think he was drafted in 2013, and he played the 4 years. He played out his rookie deal, right? So when it came time for them to pay him, and he was asking for whatever he was asking for, they didn't want to pay him that. So they franchised him. Boom. Franchise tag, all they got to do is pay you the average of the top 5 guys that are in at your position. The top 5 highest paid guys at your position, that's what they got to pay you. That's why it's different, position. So the average was $12.5 million at that time for running backs. So he signed that deal, played under the franchise tag that year, come back the next year, they were going to try to make him play under the franchise tag again. He said, "Oh no, I ain't having it. I'm willing to sit out." and he sat out that whole year.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I never understood why why his teammates treated him the way they treated him. All that man trying to do is get his money. Exactly, and Bell was the best running back and the second best receiver on the team. He earned that money. Yes, he absolutely did, man. He was what 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All Pro, and y'all got this man still playing on the franchise tag and rookie deal. Y'all got that while he was playing on his rookie deal.
They don't pay running backs money no more in the league. You have a
Man,
5-year window and they out.
Christian McCaffrey just got broke off. Derrick Henry got broke off. Those
are anomalies though.
Hey, you can believe what you want. You can believe what you want, DJ, but that quarterback had a lot to do with that.
I believe it. I know Ben Roethlisberger was an asshole. I know he was an asshole. Yeah, I never thought AB was lying about that, but AB is just that their personalities didn't mix. AB batshit crazy, and Ben was a class asshole.
And Ben's a rapist.
Also a rapist, yes. Everybody know he raped that girl in Georgia, but they let him get away with it.
Yeah, too many charges. He got a whole nother charge too. Shit.
So Big Cletus is going on, bro.
Ben tried to be that old school quarterback leader, like the guys before him, but he didn't have the cachet or the clout to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that the defense carried him to the second Super Bowl and the first Super Bowl. Yeah,
definitely the first one. Definitely the first one.
He was there. He was more like he was more of a Phil Simms than of a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Phil Simms made how many Super Bowls?
2. He won 2. But the defense carried it, was what he's saying. Because them Giants defenses carried them teams.
I mean, defense wins championships. That ain't nothing new.
Milledgeville, home of Georgia Military Academy. I was recruited there. I was recruited there, but there was no way in hell I was going to military school.
You remember that, DJ?
What'd you say?
Phil Simms won 1 Super Bowl. The second Super Bowl, he was hurt. Hostetler won it.
Hostetler won it. That's right. Milledgeville, man. Ooh, Jay Dixon. Yeah. Country boy.
Man, that sounds like some country ass fucking.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Max. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you see a town that ends in ville, 9 times out of 10 it's country as hell. Yeah, Deuce, we gonna crank up as it gets closer to the season. We gonna crank up this football talk because it's about time for the man's game to come back.
Man,
we let y'all have fun. We let y'all have fun with that sissy ass basketball.
You can't tackle nobody.
When the man's game come back, we gonna talk about it.
Bro, you have to grab dudes and lay them down, man. It's like 3-second hold football now.
Yeah. See, it ain't changed for the linemen. The linemen still got to go at it.
Hey, they play more rough in the lingerie league, man.
Man, all it really is, man, is the NFL and college football trying to cover their ass ever since they got sued for the CTE shit.
But it's gonna be CTE forever.
Speaking of which, Demaryius Thomas, they just got his it just came out a couple days ago that he had stage 2 CTE. So that really didn't surprise me.
Oh, it go Deuce to that Clippers talk again. Man, you're the biggest Clippers fan I ever met in my whole entire life.
Him and Clipper Darryl. And Marcellus Wiley. They're the only Clippers fans I know.
Hey, Deuce got a headband on right now.
That Red Cross bunch out there. They got a bunch of guys that stay injured. They got Kawhi. They got Kawhi. They got Paul George. Now they got John Wall. They got a bunch of.
Once Deuce said that Zach Randolph was better than Moses Malone, he lost all credibility when it comes to
Bro,
basketball.
you feel me? Come on, man. What the fuck?
No basketball talk for Deuce.
Hey, when Deuce said that Larry Bird was overrated, I just knew that he was a Clippers fan.
Oh,
man.
Macon, Crip Central. Crip Central right there. Macon, Georgia. Country is hit, man. Went down there to I passed through there on my way to Savannah, and I've been there with to a Mercer game, to a Mercer basketball game. Man, whew. That long stretch of highway between Macon and Savannah, you got to be strong to survive that. Ain't no rest stops, ain't no gas stations, ain't no restaurants, nothing.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, you don't have to be crazy to play football. No.
I mean, you do now with all the information that's out. You're guaranteed to get brain damage.
I mean, shit. That's what a lot of you got to be crazy to play hockey.
Hockey
Hell,
has less CTE
the
than
way these
football
guys
does.
get kicked in the head in soccer, you got to be crazy to play soccer.
They still have
The
less
way
CTE than football does.
You got to be crazy to play a lot of these sports. But so it's a collision sport. It's a difference between a contact sport and a collision sport.
It's like 98% chance that you will have CTE when you're done with your football
And
career.
you know that when you sign up.
That's why you gotta be crazy.
You got to be crazy. You just got to love what you do.
I think it's crazy as a parent to put your developing kid in football right now. Now you have the
you gotta be
information.
crazy. He said you gotta be crazy to play football. You gotta be crazy to think Zach Randolph is better than Moses Malone.
Man, you ain't gotta be. Man, I would if I had a son, he'd be playing tackle football right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you blessed with an extra protection on
That's
your
the great
dome.
American sport, Max. All that shit you talking is bullshit.
That's cool. DJ got a head made for football, so he's safe. He in the 1%.
You right. We
You
built
gotta toughen
different.
these kids up.
We
These
built
kids are too
different.
goddamn soft. That's the problem with America today.
Yeah, but you want your kid to be tough or retarded. You gotta make a choice.
Hey, AR West, look, everybody get got. I don't care how fast you are. I don't care how shifty you are. I promise you. One day you gonna bob, you should have weaved. Everybody get got.
I'm Emmitt Smith in that shit.
I've
I
seen
ain't
the
taking no big
slickest.
hits.
Nah, I've seen the slickest, most agile, some of the fastest dudes I've ever seen between high school and college. I've seen them. Everybody gets got. You're gonna get folded at least once. Maybe twice, but everybody gets got. I promise you.
Yeah, I play running back and safety, so I got both sides. If somebody lick me, I got to lick them back. So
yeah, see, J.A. Dixon, they think they slick. They think they slick, bro. They trying to rule the lineman out of football. What they really want is that 7-on-7 shit. Because everything you see, all these guys getting all this hype now off that 7-on-7 shit, where there's no pass rush, there's no guys in their face. All they got a little timer that say they got 4 seconds to throw the ball. They really don't have to move. It's 2-hand touch. That's what college football. I mean, not college football, but that's what a lot of football and a lot of recruiting is based off of. Now it's 7-on-7 bullshit. People do that 7-on-7 year round now, like they do AAU basketball. There's people who literally go around the country playing 2-hand touch football. Get that shit
That's where
out
the
my
game
face.
is going, brother. Look at the NFL. Look at the league. That's where the game is going, DJ.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, you ain't looking.
Right, and that's what they want. They want that 7-on-7 bullshit.
That's where the game is going. And when it gets full on into that shit, I have to stop watching it. I can't
get Deuce crazy ass on here. He's talking that wild shit again.
Y'all
You're
know
a
Deuce is
Clippers
different type
fan,
of
dude.
champ, man.
You're a Clippers fan. When you
But
say
you
shit
you
like
look
that, I
at
go, yeah, Clippers fan.
for example, you look at the Big 12. You look at the Big 12 and how they play football over the past, let's say 8 years or so. It's the reason why they call it the 7-on-7 league.
I don't watch amateur sports. Shit.
You sleep, man.
Nah, I'm tired of getting hyped up on college players that end up being bust in the league. You just wasted my fucking 2 years watching them motherfuckers.
I enjoy watching them in college. There's some absolute college legends out here that don't
But
always
that's what I'm
make
saying.
it.
So you're a legend. You're a legend of the
Next,
amateur.
there's guys who were average at best in college and get to the pros and ball the fuck out.
As they
There's
should.
always guys that come from schools you've never heard of that end up being some of the best guys that have ever played.
Bro, I
Like
don't care if someone is
for
the
example,
best at the semi-level. You know, being the best in college sports is like being the best finger banger. Who gives a fuck? You ain't fucking nobody. Like, you gotta perform when it all matters, man. If you can't get it done in the big leagues, I don't care what you did in high school or college, man. That shit don't mean shit to me.
But that's just a horrible way of thinking, because a lot of stars just because you don't make it in the pros, that just mean your skill set didn't translate to the pros. That's all it is. But you seeing that less and less now. You could have went to a terrible situation. You don't know what happened. You don't know why things didn't work out the way they worked out. Like, for any quarterback that went to the Cleveland Browns in the past 20 years, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Anybody for a long time, anybody who went to Cincinnati, I didn't blame them. You look at, for example, the biggest situation I can think of is you look at Vince Young when he got drafted by the Titans. He was drafted to a team that did not want him. The owner wanted him. The GM and the coach did not want him. So do you think they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that he succeeds? Jeff Fisher and the GM at the time wanted Matt Leinart. They did not want Vince Young. So they sabotaged it. They didn't do anything to build around. They gave him a running back. They gave him Chris Johnson. That's it. You look at somebody like a Jamarcus Russell. He was never just this outstanding standout QB at LSU. He was decent, but because Al Davis went down to the Sugar Bowl and saw him throw 70 yards from his knees, he was drafted first overall.
Jamarcus Russell was bigger and stronger than everybody in college. He never had to read a playbook. He never had to study.
Right.
He just went out there and beat him up. When he got to the pro, that shit didn't work.
Right. It's different situations why guys don't work out. It ain't just because guys suck. And
at the end of the day, it's on them, though.
No, it's not on them, bro. You gotta go to a good situation. It ain't even necessary. It ain't got, like, it's the same thing when you picking a college. You see 5-star guys in high school all the time flame out in college. Why? Because they picked the wrong situation.
Look, man, when this dude played at LSU, right? Listen up. When this dude played at LSU, he was 265, 270 pounds at LSU in college. Now, if you're doing your due diligence, you know, if I give this fat motherfucker $40 million up front, it's not going to end well. That motherfucker came to training camp like, what was it, DJ? 310, 315?
When he got to his first training camp, he came to training camp, I think 290. He was bigger than one of his guards.
Yeah.
Oh, so was Jared Lorenz up for going to get drafted?
Who?
Jared Lorenzen.
Jared Lorenzen was not a number 3 overall pick, bro.
Quarterback.
Jared Lorenzen was not a number 3 overall pick, bro. This dude was a number 3 overall pick They gave
Number
him like
one.
$40 million
Number one.
guaranteed up front.
Number one.
So
Number
he's the
one.
number
He was
one
the top
overall
pick.
pick. He's number one overall.
Yeah, he was the top pick.
They gave him $40 million up front. You
He's a
knew
legend.
if you give this nigga $40 million, it's not going in with.
It's the
You should have
same
known that.
reason. Like it's the same reason why, and you got to look at how the game is played different, right? So you look at the field. You look at the field on college, right? The hash marks are on the edges of the field, right? The game is played on the perimeter in college. It's played on the perimeter where you got to throw the ball out quick, get the ball out of your hands quick, make these guys play in space. In the pros, the game is played in the middle of the field. That's why you got to run between the tackles in the pros. A lot of guys couldn't do that. You see guys coming out of this, especially in the 90s and 80s, you see guys coming out of these triple option offenses like Rashawn Salam, who's the Heisman Trophy winner, also God rest his soul. He ran the option at Colorado. He was a running back, won the Heisman, all that shit. When he got to the pros, there was no option anymore. He had to run between the tackles in the pros. A lot of guys can't do that. So now you see more so to keep from having these guys be busts, they will cater their offense to that player's skill set. A lot of guys can't throw, for example, let me think of somebody real quick. You look at Oklahoma's offense or Lincoln Riley's offense. A lot of them guys are running wide open. That's Lincoln Riley's scheme, and he's taking advantage of the college rules where everything is played on the perimeter. It's played in space. They've been playing space in college. Go be an athlete, right? So in the pros, it's not like that. It's not no quick. It's everything's in the middle of the field. You got to be able to read. You got to be able to read defenses because these guys are spending year round. RG3. That was the point I was going to bring up. They went to Baylor. Went to Art Browse. Mike Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan went to Art Browse trying to learn Baylor's offense. And it was successful for a while until RG3 got hurt. He was never the same after that. We all know the story. But it's the reason why these Oklahoma quarterbacks keep flaming out. It's the reason why, for a long time, those Hawaii quarterbacks kept flaming out in the pros. That run and shoot, 5-yard hitch, little quick hitch, little quick slant, maybe a hitch and go every now and then. It's wide open, right? It's the reason why that doesn't work in the pros.
Hey, you remember Geno Smith?
Geno Smith, another one. He ran that wide open run and shoot gimmicky offense.
And that's why I don't care about college sports, man. I'm not gonna get excited about nobody. Do it in the pros or leave me alone.
But see, that's what he was good at for a long time. See, but see now you're seeing the transition, right? For a long time, these NFL coaches were very rigid. It was like, no, this is how we do it in the pros. Well, you just spent $40 million on a quarterback. Aren't you going to try to do everything aren't you going to try to do everything in your power to make sure he succeeds? How about, here's a concept. How about we go talk to his high school coach? How about we go talk to his college coach and figure out what the fuck he's good at, what made him a 5-star quarterback in college. I mean, we made him a 5-star quarterback coming out of high school, and we made him a Heisman Trophy candidate or a Heisman Trophy winner in college. How about we just bring that to the pros and make him do that? For example, another example, Tim Tebow hadn't taken a snap under center since he was in Pee Wee. But when he finally gets to the pros, y'all gonna try to make him take a snap under the center. That made absolutely no sense. Do everything you can to cater to his skill set. Now, if it doesn't work after that, oh well, we fucking tried. But don't try to put a square peg in a round hole. Don't change his game. Let him be who you drafted.
You know what made Jimmy Johnson so good of a coach?
What's that?
Because Jimmy Johnson built his team around the players that he had. He looked at the skills that they had.
Right.
And he made his offense, he tailored his offense to fit the players that he had. Herschel was big and strong, but Herschel wasn't fast. Jimmy Johnson knew the only way I'm going to beat San Francisco is if I got speed. So I got to get rid of his big ass and get me some fast dudes in here. He got rid of his ass and got all them picks. He got fast, big, physical O-linemen. He got a fast fucking defense, and he got a running back who had great vision. That's all he needed. He already had two dominant receivers and a dominant quarterback. He knew what he had. That's what makes a great coach. Great coaches don't make you change what you do. Great coaches tailor their shit to fit your skill set.
So Deion Sanders from us.
Man, that's a 50-50 though.
Dallas
The
was
player
so
got to be
successful.
open to learning some new shit too. You can't be like, "Well, I ran
That's
this my
why
whole
Dallas
life."
was kicking everybody
fuck
in the
that.
ass.
It's got to be a mutual thing. The coach got to teach you some new shit, and you got to be open to learn some new shit, and then you got to work with what you got, and vice versa. It's not all one or the other.
Yeah, and Max, I completely agree with that. But
A
for
lot
a
of
long
these players
time,
are spoiled when they come into the league already.
NFL coaches had this ego about themselves. No, this is the league. This is how we do it in the league. Well, I'm sorry. I hadn't had to take a snap. Like I said, I hadn't had to take a snap from under center my entire high school and college career. Now you want me doing 7-step drops? Like, I'm not used to doing that. I can learn to do that, but don't throw me out there in the first game or you know, I can do it in practice. I can try to practice and see how I look, but don't just throw me out there and expect me to know how to do it. Deuce, I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link for you.
But when it came to Jimmy Johnson next, you had to do it his way, and you had to learn what he wanted you to learn because he understood that if this shit goes south, ain't none of you motherfuckers getting fired. I ain't. So that's why he was so quick to get rid of motherfuckers. They couldn't pick it up. Get him out of here. Get somebody else. Get him out of here.
And see that work.
Get him out.
See that work back then. You can't do that now. They'll get rid of the player now.
Yeah. Now we got the players union, and players have way more power than they did in the 90s. So you can't do that shit now. But back then, that's why the shit was so successful.
You'll never be as good at something you learn as you are at something you already do well naturally. Exactly. When you take a talented player and you try to put him in this box that you want him to be in, it's not going to work out well. Sometimes you got to let the horses out the post. Just got to let them run.
We've learned though.
Yeah, but something I've been doing longer, I'm better at that. Do this.
Well, that's true.
See, nowadays in the league,
it's not a dictatorship.
It's not a dictatorship in the league anymore. Nowadays, it's a partnership. It's not a dictatorship. Coach don't run everything nowadays.
Like, was Mac Jones the most talented quarterback in that draft last year? No, he wasn't. But you know why Bill Belichick drafted him? Because he's smart.
Exactly.
He's smart. The man graduated in 2.5 years from Alabama. By the time his 4-year eligibility was up, he already had a master's degree. Photographic memory, he can pick up on shit quick. And Josh McDaniel's system was very, very complex. So he needed a smart quarterback. He necessarily need the best quarterback with the best arm. He needed a smart quarterback who can figure out his system quickly. What's up, Deuce? Talk to me, man. What's up, man?
Man, y'all niggas want to sit here and down talk me about my sports opinion, but y'all just sit here and let this nigga say that Herschel Walker wasn't fast. You let that slide, DJ.
Talk to him.
You let that slide, DJ. The reason they traded Herschel Walker because Jimmy Johnson just came out of college and he knew all the players to go get. That's why they traded Herschel Walker, homie. Herschel Walker was right up under Bo Jackson as one of the best running backs in the league. What's this guy talking about?
We knew that.
Bo Jackson, one of the most overrated running backs of all time.
Watch your mouth.
No,
man.
you the one said that he wasn't.
The most overrated running back.
No, nigga, you just said that. You just said that he wasn't fast. That's why he traded him.
Herschel
Smith
Walker had
wasn't
just gained
fast.
1,500 yards the year prior, but he was all he had. He's all he had on the team. He's a big, strong, physical running back, and that's all he had. He had to get
You
some
said
speed, and he had nothing else to trade because
no.
nobody wanted them old motherfuckers that he had.
Yeah,
That's all.
and
That's why he traded him. That's all the
traded
trade
him.
bait that he had.
You said they traded him because he wasn't fast.
Nigga,
That's
they
the
gave
point.
that nigga 7 motherfucking first-round picks for Herschel Walker. That's the only trade
I
bait he
know.
had.
I know that, but you said they traded him because it wasn't fast. So
He wasn't fast. Herschel Walker ran a 4.6. He wasn't fast.
Crazy, man. This nigga crazy, bro.
He was big and strong. He ran a 4.2, 4.3 in college, but that shit didn't work by the time he got to Jimmy Johnson. He's already beat up from gaining all them fucking yards in the USFL.
Herschel
You forgot
Walker
about
was
that
fast.
part, right?
No, I didn't forget about that part. He was still
He had
fast,
gained
though.
all them fucking yards in the USFL. By the time he got to Dallas, he had already been in the league like 8 fucking years.
He was still fast, though. He was still
He
fast.
wasn't as fast as he should, man.
He was still fast.
No.
They traded him. He got the success the same way Pete Carroll got all the success. Pete Carroll just came out of college. That's how he knew all the players to go
played
get.
no football, dude. 8 years, gaining 2,000 yards a season. You ain't gonna be as fast 8 years ago as you were when you first came out of college. You beat up.
I still remember Terry Kirby being fast. Still, I still remember being Keith Byers still being fast. Guys
Keith
just
Byers
running
was
off the
never
screen.
fast. That's how come you got a fucked up memory. Keith
Man,
Byers was never fast.
Keith
Ever.
Byers was balling.
Was never fast.
In Miami. I remember that. Terry Kirby still
shit.
fast
Shut up.
after a gang of years. Still fast.
You don't remember shit. Shut up.
Yeah, right. This nigga wolfing.
Y'all something else, man.
This nigga talking about they traded Herschel Walker because he wasn't fast.
Deuce know I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. The boxing aficionado.
Deuce know I'm fucking with him. I gotta fuck with Deuce. It wouldn't be a good day if I didn't fuck with Deuce.
Yeah, we all know why they really traded Herschel Walker, because he got a king's ransom for Herschel. He looked around after he went, what was it, 1-15?
1-15.
He looked around and saw no. He went 1-15 the year after he traded Herschel. He looked
89.
around and saw his team was getting old and he needed draft picks. And Herschel Walker was at Minnesota paid a king's ransom
Herschel Walker trade? Wasn't Troy part of that trade?
No, we got that from the first. No, we got that from the first round, going 1-15.
Right.
We got no.
But no, them picks turned into Herschel Walker, Emmitt Smith, and somebody else.
Darren Woodson, Russell Maryland, Tony Tolbert. Really, our whole defense. Really.
Yeah. So he flipped all them picks. Minnesota paid a king's ransom for Herschel Walker and didn't get shit out of him.
Hey. Herschel Walker went to the Pro Bowl.
I know because like 4 years later, I think like 3 or 4 seasons later, he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, he came back to Dallas.
Not doing shit.
Herschel Walker wasn't shit, and now we see they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson knew what he was doing.
Niggas talking about Zach Randolph. Man, Zach Randolph, one of the best low post players ever.
He ain't better than Moses Malone. He ain't better than Moses Malone.
I believe so.
What's so funny about that? What's so funny about that, Deuce? Hold on. What's so funny about that is, if you went to Zach Randolph, he'll tell you he wasn't better than Moses Malone. Being
political. Zebo know where he'd be political. That's how a lot of players say Michael Jordan the best player ever. But you talk to them at the damn bar, they won't tell you that damn shit. But in front of a microphone, yeah, they're gonna say that.
Now, I think the best one-on-one player, small guy ever was Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe was better than Michael.
I agree with that too.
I think Kobe was better than Michael. I think the best player overall, though, ever. I think the best player overall.
He wasn't.
The best player overall ever was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody's better than Kareem.
To be as good as Kareem was, he didn't dominate like that.
He didn't. Any played in an era where there wasn't that many big men. The 70s.
No, they were all big back in that.
They were all big. What are you talking about?
They were all big back then.
The 70s?
70s, they were all big. Moses Malone. You had motherfucking Kareem. You had Tree Rollins. You had motherfucking Robert Parrish. You had motherfucking
Wilt was in the 70s.
Wilt Chamberlain. You had
Bill Walton.
The dude from New York. What's his name? DJ
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed. You had nothing but big
Blowout
men in
knees.
here. Kareem.
That's why I
When
say the
Kareem was
game.
playing,
That's why I say the game is better now.
No, I'm
None
not
of those
saying
guys
it's
can.
not Kareem's fault that he came in when he came in, but when he came in, when he was with the Bucks, not the Lakers, when he was with the Bucks, there was no bigs to even play against him, and he didn't dominate. He didn't get all the rings until Magic came.
When he went with the Lakers, he barely even played.
That's what I'm saying.
They ran up and down the court. If they get stopped one time, hey, come down here. But he's standing in one spot most of the damn time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I love Kareem, but he's not in that conversation, bro. Like,
no, Kareem had an offensive weapon. You know, I mean, you had to put him in there like that. He had an offensive weapon that nobody else can do but him.
Yeah, the sky hook. Yeah, for sure. But
So
I'm saying when he had a chance where he was the number one guy, he didn't get it done. And then Magic came along, extended his career, helped him out, got some rings. That's what happened. I get it. I mean, Kareem was that guy in college. You want to say greatest college player all the time? I'll give you that. But you talk about the NBA, he had a long career. So he gets that. He gets the longevity argument out of it. He played at a high level for a long time. But he was never just the dominant GOAT. Like, even when he was playing, they weren't talking about him being the GOAT while he was playing. People know what Magic did. Kareem owed Magic thank you notes every Christmas. But
that's
Kareem
why I say the stat
himself.
thing. The stat thing. They always want to bring up, oh, Moses Malone won 3 MVPs or whatever. I'm like, man, that's political, bro. Because when he won those MVPs, bro, I don't think he was the best player in the league at any point in time. But he piled up some stats, you know what I mean, and all that. So they gave it to him. Same thing with Jokic. You know what I mean? They get the MVP to Joker, but this nigga ain't the best player in the league by far. You can name 10 better players before you name him. So this stat shit is overrated to me.
Well, the MVP shit is usually just most valuable to your team. Like, the Nuggets wouldn't be shit without Jokic.
Westbrook won the MVP, bro. He didn't even go out the first round.
But he wasn't supposed to make the playoffs that year. Supposedly, after Durant left, they said they weren't even going to make the playoffs with the team he had. And he got his triple-double and made the playoffs. So, he earned that.
To me, the MVP is the best player on the best team.
Nah, because what about the super teams now?
That's why they start giving the MVP to other players. Because before then, it was always, to me, the best player on the best team. That's how they was always justified giving that shit to Steve Nash. That's the only way, because his team was number one, and he was the best player on it.
Well, and he shot 40, 50, 90. So,
bro, Steve Nash is never the best player in the league, bro. And they showed that shit to him.
He was the most efficient player in the league, though.
Hell nah, bro.
There's only one player ever to shoot 40, 50, 90 and not get MVP, and that was Durant. Ever in history. So that's almost
that's cool, bro.
MVP.
And that's efficient. That gets you wins, bro. But when it comes down to it, the best has to be the best.
Yeah, but how can you be the best if you're not efficient?
Because you gotta that thing about basketball, bro, it comes down to a bucket sometimes, and you get to go both ways. So that's the effect on the game. You know what I mean? Like, if I miss it, I'm gonna make sure you miss it.
Yeah, that's why I say basketball is a team sport, but one player can take over the game, and that's why you can. That's why they get more criticism for not carrying their team to a championship, because you get to play both sides. That's why two-way players I rank two-way players higher than just people that score a lot of points.
That's why I say call the best player in the league. Nobody can do it both ways like him. Nobody can do it both ways like him.
But your problem with him is your best ability, Deuce, is availability, and Kawhi always fucking hurt.
That's just last year, bro. He hasn't always been hurt.
That's his whole career, bro. Ever since
bro, they get him hurt. You get one nigga that jump under his foot while he's shooting the jump shot. That's the intentional hurt.
He was hurt.
What?
The whole reason he
Nah,
left the
Deuce, I
Spurs is because he was
can't let
hurt.
you get away with that. Kawhi guaranteed to miss 20 games a year.
Yeah.
He didn't miss 20 games last
Guaranteed.
year. He didn't
20
miss
to
20 games last year
20
to the
to 20 to
playoffs.
30 games.
Into the playoffs. We went to the conference finals, bro. That was a fucking dirty play by Ingles. He attacked him from the wrong side, jammed his knee. That was a dirty play. You know what
Dirty
I'm
plays
saying?
in basketball all the time.
I know, bro. That's how he got hurt
Yeah.
against. He would have beat the Warriors with Kevin Durant. The Spurs had them niggas.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on, dude. He only played. Well, he didn't play last year, but the year before he only played 52 games.
Cause he got hurt.
I'm saying he's never played more. Well, best season he had was 74 games.
Yeah, that was with the Spurs, right?
Yeah, that was with the Spurs. Last year with the Spurs.
Yeah.
No, so second to last because he got injured.
Yeah, that's that's the year he's supposed to win MVP. I think they gave that shit to Westbrook.
But
That's when
out
he
of
showed
what?
everybody he was the best player in
Out
the
of
league.
10 seasons, he's only played more than 70 games twice. Out of 10
Right?
seasons.
That's cool. I agree with y'all. The best ability is availability, but when he's on the court, he shows that he's the best player. Both sides. Both sides. Now he's stronger, bigger, faster. Ain't nobody gonna stop us. Before John Wall, we was the best team in the league. After John Wall,
Ain't
makes
gonna
us
make this
definitely.
team better.
Y'all problem, Deuce, is not the players. Y'all problem is y'all culture. Y'all gonna get to the playoffs and take a shit again, just like you always do.
Nah, so we didn't take a shit last time in the playoffs.
Did you
Went to
come out of the West?
Game 6.
If you didn't come
Lost
out of the
game
West,
6.
you took a shit.
Nope.
If you didn't come out of the West, you took a shit.
Right. Not fully healthy too. Lost our center and lost Kawhi Leonard. Ty Lue been showing he the best coach in the league.
Don't mean shit when you don't win, bro. Don't mean a motherfucking thing when you lose.
Man, you can say that shit. You can
It's
say
the
that
truth.
shit. You
It's
can
the
say that
truth.
shit. Well, you're a Lakers fan, right?
What happens to great coaches when they start to lose? I'll wait.
And get fired. NBA get fired all the time.
So he can be the
They get
best
fired
coach
all
in
the
the
time.
league, all that shit. If he don't win, that billionaire is gonna fire his motherfucking
Bruh,
ass.
that don't even mean shit. We seen coaches win championships and get fucking fired the next year. So
Well, Ty Lue inside with the owner. You know what I mean?
Better be.
So
because if not, his
he
ass is
inside
out
with
of
it.
there.
Nah,
If not,
he
his ass
showed
is
his
out
work,
of there.
especially last year. We came down to the last. Hey, we came down to overtime in the season. You know what I mean? The last
What the
two
fuck does
games
that
without
mean?
our players. Without
What
our
the fuck does
players.
that mean? What does that
It
get you?
means something, bro. It means the
It
coach
don't
coaching
mean
his
shit.
ass off.
You
That's what it
lost.
means.
You lost. It doesn't mean a
Yeah,
motherfucking
right.
thing. You lost.
It does mean something. It does mean something
Just
too.
like
We
with
come
us.
from a team. We come from a team that's winning 20 games every year. And look where we at. Look where we at on the doorstep
Just
of
like with us,
greatness.
man. We got arguably one of the best players to ever play the game. It doesn't mean shit because we didn't make the fucking playoffs. We lost. Doesn't
Because
mean
maybe
a fucking thing.
maybe he ain't arguably one of the best players to play the game. Did that ever
Well,
cross
that's
your
what
mind?
everybody says. I don't
Well,
believe
you
it.
got
But that's what they
eyes,
say.
right? You
I
got
don't
eyes,
believe
right?
the shit. I haven't believed the shit since that game won against the Warriors. But there's no way a great player like a Kobe or a Jordan would have lost that game. I'm not gonna let you lose again.
After scoring 51.
Matter of fact, because you're not gonna touch the ball no more. I'm not
After
passing
scoring
you the fucking ball.
after scoring
I'm gonna make
51,
we
that's
gonna
one of the
win this
biggest
motherfucker. We
things.
gonna lose it, but you not gonna touch it.
It's been some times you've seen that nigga in beast mode versus when he was in Miami. You seen that nigga in beast mode. You see him lock it down on defense and go do some shit
That
on
nigga was
offense.
just bigger and stronger and younger than all of them dudes.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
we know what's in Miami.
But he went there. He went to beast mode. I know. But he went there, bro. And he did
Then
it.
he got shut down by Jason Terry.
That nigga's a ring chaser.
That was before. That was before.
He's a ring chaser. He chases shit.
That was Miami.
Because he's
He
built
ain't
by the
built nothing.
corporation.
He chases rings.
He built by the corporation, man. He built by the media. He has to go solidify. They had to solidify him with rings. They couldn't have him be. They can't have him be.
He's still the greatest of this era.
This era?
He can't
What do you
be
mean?
the guy, dude. He needs help. He can't be the guy.
I know that. That's why they give him so much help. You know the nigga that had 200 teammates.
We gonna stop. We gonna hold. First of all, we can't say nobody was built by the corporation when it's actual factual evidence that they gave the Lakers a ring in 2002 when it was supposed to go to Sacramento. They bailed the
Robert
Lakers
Ory
out.
gave us that ring. Stop hating.
Tim Donaghy gave y'all that ring. Tim Donaghy gave y'all that ring.
He said it.
So DJ, so you just gonna take the bucket out the basket? That's what you gonna do?
So we not gonna act like they didn't just have a parade to the free throw line because Tim Donaghy was shaving points.
We ain't gonna act like Pay drag airball the 3-pointer. So Yakovich airball that 3-pointer to win the game.
Yeah, we did that.
Kings busting their ass that series, and Tim Donaghy
he sure was
them out.
in the airball the game winning 3-pointer.
What happened at the end? What the scoreboard said at the end? That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck none of that shit you talking about.
The referees can try to do whatever they can, but the players still got to play.
What did the scoreboard say? You remember Jordan putting up 61 on Boston in the Garden? You remember that?
And losing.
You remember what Larry Bird did? Tapped him on the ass and said, look at the scoreboard.
And Max, I heard that little jab that you threw in there about I heard that little jab you threw in there about Jason Terry quote unquote shutting down LeBron James when the man balled out for 3 quarters and then just didn't show up in the 4th quarter. Everybody keep acting like it was the whole game when it was really just the 4th quarter. It was Jason Terry, but let's not act like Bruce Bowen. Let's not act like Bruce Bowen and Tayshaun Prince didn't put Kobe in the trunk a few times. Let's not act like that shit didn't happen.
That's why Kobe's not Jordan.
You crazy, bro. Tayshaun Prince put
Kobe in the trunk. Go back and look at that 04 series. Tayshaun Prince and Chauncey Billups put Kobe in the fucking trunk.
Bro, the team was separated, man. They didn't let Kobe do that shit by himself. The team was separated. They didn't help that nigga out. I mean, yeah, but the team was separated by then. They barely beat the Spurs. Remember point 4?
Shaq and Kobe should have won with all of us on the team.
No, they can't, bro. They can't, bro. They can't. You want Kobe to go 1-on-4? That's what they was doing. They building a wall around Kobe. They were letting Shaq go 1-on-1 with Ben.
How LeBron went 1-on-3 or 1-on-4 in the 2007 finals, but nobody give him a mulligan for that though.
Man, nobody even brings that up, bro. Spurs.
Jordan went against the whole Pistons in the 90s
and lost.
Nah, he won that first chip going to the Pistons.
No, he lost, bro. He lost against them. The Pistons were old. They separated the Pistons up. By then, they had separated the players.
How were they old? It was the year after they won a chip.
Bro, the Pistons won in the 90s. That was the apex. They were going at it since like 83, 84. They was always battling the Celtics.
They had already started breaking that team apart. Like Rick Mahorn and all them guys wasn't there no more. So
don't act like Jordan wasn't a media creation. Jordan was definitely a media creation.
Except Jordan he showed up in the 4th.
They helped Jordan, bro. They helped Jordan.
You can't help somebody bamming down somebody's throat repeatedly over and over again.
Okay.
Jordan,
them Chicago Bull games should be like them Chicago Bull games should be like 64-73. Those are the end of the game. You're talking about efficient players. Jordan was definitely not the most efficient player. The 4th quarter, he'll put that ball in the basket. That's cool. But a lot of the time, man, the referees helped that nigga, especially towards in the 90s. When he started winning those championships, you couldn't even touch Jordan. You couldn't even be next to Jordan without getting a foul call.
Just like they bailed him out in that Sonic series, but that's neither here nor there.
Hold on though. Let Jordan play now. He gonna get even more foul calls. So that goes for any player of this era. If you want to talk about foul calls.
Absolutely. Because you can't. You know who else you can't touch right now? Steph Curry. You can't touch Steph. For a long time, you couldn't touch James Harden until they changed that rule on his ass. Now he's struggling.
MJ earned that shit. We all just talked about the Pistons series. He should have got at least 20 more fucking foul calls. Like, what you mean? Like, you didn't
No, that was good defense, though. No, that was good defense.
Now, I don't mind physicality, but I don't like the, undercut in the air type that. Like, that shit, clothesline, elbow shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I be saying about guys back then, man. We're gonna quit acting like these guys. We're gonna quit calling fouls good defense. Just because they was allowing you to foul more back then don't mean it was good defense.
The 80s was hockey rules. The 90s, they toned it down a little bit. And then 2000s is when you started not being able to touch nobody. Because street ball came and they wanted everyone to have handles.
The 90s, they had what you call superstar calls. So,
hey, and one really fucked up the NBA. I ain't gonna lie. And one
did fuck up the NBA. You know what fucked up the NBA? AAU.
Oh, that was gas.
AAU is what fucked up the NBA because all these guys friends. They've been playing against each other since they was 12, 13 years old.
And these guys don't know how to play basketball. It's either they got a good jump shot or they can jump jump high.
They out athlete people. Yeah. Call it what it is. That's my opinion of Zion. I think Zion was able to out athlete people his entire life, and when he got to the league, and when he promise you, when he come back, he's not gonna be that guy. I never thought Zion was that guy. He's gonna out athlete people for a while, but when it comes time for him to actually develop skill,
he's too one-dimensional.
He's an athlete. He's gonna out athlete everybody, right?
Right.
But when it comes time, when that athleticism goes away, and it comes time for him to develop real skill, he ain't gonna have it. Just like Blake Griffin, he's not gonna have it.
No, don't say that. Blake Griffin got skill, bro. Blake Griffin got skill. Don't compare him. The Clippers gave up on Blake Griffin.
No. Zion is not.
The Clippers gave up on Blake Griffin. We gave up on him. Blake Griffin got it.
He developed 10 years.
He developed a 3-point. He developed a 3-point shot. He got a handle. Don't say that. We ain't seen none of that from Zion. You can't say that.
Blake improved every year until they dipped on his ass.
Every year, he improved. He might be coming back. He a free agent right now. Why you gotta
hate on the albino, DJ?
He ain't albino.
And he's mixed heritage.
You already know. Once you stick your dick in a Kardashian, it's over.
Well, he got paid. He got his $200 million.
Facts.
So there we go.
Facts.
Every dime
we got paid. But of course, the NBA would give money to anybody. But didn't they give Timofey Mozgov like 90 million, some shit like that?
Yeah, it's all slotted, man. It's all slotted. That's why these guys get these big contracts. It don't matter like who you are. If you did this, and this is what you deserve to get paid. It's all slotted. So that's why all these guys getting these big deals like that. Because some of these guys are getting paid, like Zach LaVine, $200 million. Are you kidding me? What?
Right.
What? I'm like, didn't he just make his first All-Star team? Been in the league like 10 years, bro. $200
million.
That
tells you ain't interested in winning.
No, that's what I tell these guys all the time, bro. The players don't care about winning no fucking ring. It's only like 10 of them who care about that shit. The rest of them, man, we getting paid. I'm fucking hoes night to night. Nigga, it don't matter, but we don't give a fuck what you media niggas talking about.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's how the NBA has always been, though. There's only about 10 players that even have a fucking chance at winning a ring every year in any decade, in any era. There's only about 10 players that's like, they even got a chance. Everyone else is there to get a check and fuck some hoes.
Well, all about what you want. When you talk about Westbrook, I guarantee Westbrook don't think about that shit once at all. James Harden, I bet you James Harden don't give a fuck about no ring. Like, what? I got rings. Nigga, the fuck you talking about? Like, KD, he cared about that
anymore,
shit.
But at one point, I think he cared too much. That's what got in his damn way. He thought he could be a man and do it by himself.
Who? James Harden?
Westbrook. No, not James Harden. James Harden never give a fuck about a ring.
No, Westbrook a nigga that love the ball.
Yeah, I think
He's
there
one
was
of
a
them
time when
niggas.
Westbrook wanted it really badly. I think now in his career, he knows it's not there for him. He's gonna try to just kind of jump on the squad, but
I don't think so. Because he would have did, if he cared about winning the ring, he would have did everything he could have to keep KD there with him. That nigga Westbrook is like the ball. You meet niggas like that. This nigga don't give a fuck about nothing else but playing basketball. I know dudes like that. Niggas just want to hoop. Win game. Nigga play basketball 24 hours in a day if they could. Nigga at the gym 10 hours playing up and down. Ain't no fights this weekend?
Nobody you know. It's Ray Vargas and Mark Maxwell. You don't know either of them.
Who you betting on? I'm following your lead. I need
I
some
think
change
Ray
real
Vargas
quick.
gonna beat his ass. Mark Maxwell ain't that good. That's the dude that beat Gary Russell with one arm. When Gary Russell hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
And Gary Russell damn near kicked his ass, so with one arm. So I don't think Mark Maxwell is all that. I think Ray Vargas gonna outbox him.
When was his last fight?
Huh?
I said, when was his last fight?
His last fight was Gary Russell Jr. He beat Gary Russell when Gary hurt his shoulder. Gary fought that motherfucker 12 rounds with one, like 9 rounds with one arm.
That was last year sometime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been a while since he fought. So shit, maybe he been in the lab. I need to make some
He
change.
ain't got no lab. He's one of them dudes that just does what he does. He's very good at what he does, but what he does is very basic. Kind of like Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Manny Pacquiao didn't really have no levels to his game. He just outworked every goddamn body.
Right. DJ, what's up, man? Training camp in a week. We all kick off camp.
Huh? What'd you say, dude?
No, I said training camp starting a week.
Training camp
About 10 days.
I know, right?
Yeah, training camp about to start, baby. About time for the real season to start.
Yeah, that's when the season
Who's doing
starts.
Hard Knocks this year?
Somebody sorry. I think the Lions doing it this year.
Lions.
Yeah.
I think the Lions got training camp this year.
What's his name? Danielson?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he was our tight end for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot who got it in season now. Somebody trying to remember. Because they announced it. They announced who got it, the training camp, and they announced who got it in season. I forgot. But I think the Lions got it for training camp.
He had him playing. He just couldn't get him to win.
That's always their shit, man. 20 years. The Lions lose a game in the fourth quarter every damn season, every damn Sunday.
Just like the Chargers.
Yeah, really.
That's the story of Phillip Rivers' career.
I know. He's like him and Romo going back to back every week.
Man.
Fourth quarter interception, fourth quarter fumble. Like, God damn, man.
Is Phillip Rivers the second greatest quarterback to ever win one? Is Rivers the second greatest quarterback to never win one?
Hell no, I was playing.
Phillip Rivers was the only one from his class that didn't win one. Not Peyton, but Eli got a couple and Roethlisberger got a couple.
I know. It was him and Matt Schwab. However you say his name. Those two didn't finish it off.
Yeah, man, but like I was saying, a lot of that shit was Phillip Rivers' fault, though. A lot of it was his defense would just blow leads.
And them cheating ass Patriots stealing everybody plays.
Yeah, he'd lose a lot of games 31-35 or 31-28 or 28-24. And when he left the field, he was up. So but then again, a lot of times he throw picks trying to get that last touchdown here. So yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
who you talking about? Aaron Rodgers?
nah, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers.
We don't want to talk
No,
about Aaron
it
Rodgers.
was hit or miss, man.
I used to be a Chargers fan until they moved to LA, and then I stopped kind of fucking with football in general after that. But yeah, man, I call it the curse, the LT curse, man. When they sent Danny Thomason to the Jets, the Chargers are never gonna win, ever. And that's why everyone started getting injured every fucking year. The Chargers are like one of the most injured teams in the league. Don't ever disrespect LT like that. Top 5 greatest running back all time.
Man, remember that game? Remember that playoff game against the Patriots when them niggas won?
Yeah,
they was winning.
They came out there and beat their ass when they was the #1 seed.
And them niggas fucking that nigga threw that interception. Tom Brady threw that interception, and what's probably got the ball back.
Bruh. That's what I be talking about. There was another one too. They must have punt right in the red zone against the Patriots.
Right.
The Patriots always got them niggas number, bro. Always. Like, damn, they got all y'all players.
What year was that? Wasn't that like that was 06. I remember that was 06 because that was the year LT won he won league MVP. He led the league in rushing touchdowns. I think he led the league in rushing yards. He was league MVP that year because it was the year after what's the name?
He set the record for touchdowns in the season, DJ.
Right.
Remember they had lights out there smoking niggas,
lights
man.
Out Sean Merriman.
That nigga was out there smoking niggas.
Sean Phillips.
They had Sean Phillips. Sean Phillips was fruitcake too.
They had Cromartie. Who else they have on that defense?
Jamal Williams, the lineman.
Quentin
Williams.
Quentin
They had Spike, Takeo Spike.
Yeah, Takeo Spike was there.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a nice little squad, man. I remember they was 14-2. They was the #1 seed, and the Patriots came out there and beat their ass. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
They didn't beat their ass. They won. They won. They won.
They gave the game away. The quarterback got the pick, and all he had to do was lay down. He tried to run it back, and he fumbled.
And then got stripped. That was the craziest shit I ever seen, bro.
All he had to do was lay down. Game was over.
You talking about when they came out to San Diego? We talking about the same game?
Yeah. All he had to do was lay down. Game was over.
He got the game. Tom Brady through the pick. He got it. I think it was Troy Brown came and stripped him. It was Troy Brown came and stripped. They got the ball back and came and scored.
All that motherfucker had to do was lay down. The game was over. And then they danced on the Chargers emblem doing the Sean Merriman dance.
The lights out dance. LT was trying to fight. What year was that they played the Patriots in the AFC Championship game? Phillip Rivers didn't have no knee whatsoever.
They were still in the game. I remember that shit.
I think that was like what, 2009?
Yeah, LT sat out and Phil Rivers went in the game, man.
And they was in that shit. Remember, they was in that game. The defense was stopping them. They was in that game. The quarterbacks had to make some plays.
He started the game, but he had a torn ACL. He had to come out.
Yeah, it wasn't even torn. It was because I remember he got a lot of criticism for that. And see, Jay Dixon, remember what I'm talking about. He tried to go. I think he had like a knee sprain or something, but that was also the same game where Phillip Rivers had a completely torn ACL and he went out there and played. But then again, you're not asking Phillip Rivers to do the same shit that LT was doing.
Yeah, but if you got common sense, a running back and a quarterback, that's two different. You can't play with a torn ACL if you're a running back. You can't.
No. And it took away all of LT's explosiveness. What made him special was him able to jump, cut, and make guys miss in tight spaces. LT would make you look stupid in the hole. Well, I remember who was that linebacker he took? Oh man, he took him out. It draw. Fuck. What was his name, man? He on fucking ESPN now. It was when he was playing for the Ravens. Bart Scott.
Bart Scott.
He made Bart Scott look so fucking stupid. Oh man, that was embarrassing.
I tell you, LT top 5 all time, man.
Top 5 all time?
Maybe top 10, bro. We
Why
can't
you
go
think
top
he's a
5.
first ballot Hall of Famer? Bro? Why you think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Because fans may lose respect for him, but his peers didn't. His peers know what's up. Motherfuckers that played against LP know what's up.
You got the usual three, right? You got the usual three with Sweetness, Barry, Jim Brown. 3. And now I'm gonna go Marshall Falk, LT.
You said Marshall Falk?
Yes, Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk changed the game.
Exactly.
And
Marshall Falk was the blueprint of the running back today.
But LT took it a step further because LT was probably one of the best pass blocking running back.
See, I'm older, so the 3 best running backs I ever saw.
Receiving.
The 3 best running backs I ever saw was Marcus Allen, Marcus Allen, Walter Payton, and goddamn, well, it's 4. Eric Dickerson, number 3, and goddamn O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was a bad motherfucker, man.
I was about to say, bro, you can't say over Juice, man. You got Marcus over Juice?
And I got him neck and neck, but Juice was a bad motherfucker. Man.
Juice was a man, bro.
Thurman Thomas was a bad boy, J.A. Dixon. But Terrell Davis don't get the respect he deserves. Terrell TD don't get the respect he deserves.
Terrell Davis was a bad boy, but Deuce will tell you, I'm telling you, O.J. Simpson was something different, bro. O.J. Simpson was a bad motherfucker. That motherfucker
Juice had shake and power
in 14 games. It
Juice
wasn't
had
17
shake
games
and power,
in
bro.
14 games. That's why motherfucker can't say. That's why motherfucker can't say nothing to the dude. Motherfucker, what you did, I did in 14 games.
So, Max, hold on, let's talk about this. So, Max, you got LT over AP?
Absolutely. Not even close. I like running back to score the fucking touchdown.
Not even close? Over
crazy,
AP?
bro.
I like players to get my team points, not yards.
AP has the greatest highlight tape after Barry Sanders than anybody, bro.
He don't got the greatest red zone tape.
AP fumbled.
Bro. LT played with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
What does that have to do with running the ball?
It has everything to do with running the ball. Expect the quarterback.
You're on the hold on. You're on the 5-yard line with 3 attempts to get it in the red zone. That has nothing to do with your quarterback handing you the ball. You got to get in there. Period.
And don't underestimate the greatness of Lorenzo Neal, who was the greatest fullback of all time. Every running back behind Lorenzo Neal.
Absolutely.
Every running back behind Lorenzo had 1,000 yards.
All the time, that's a stretch because I Moose Johnson was a bad motherfucker.
Every running back behind Lorenzo Neal, bro, has got 1,000 yards.
What's his name? What's his name? No, what's his name? Was a bad motherfucker too. Tony Richardson was a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah, no, Lorenzo Neal. Lorenzo Neal, man. Bro, Lorenzo Neal. You can look it up from Eddie George to man, look it up. They all got 1,000 yards or plus every season in his career. Lorenzo Neal is the greatest fullback of all time.
I feel like LT did it all though, because I think something important is pass blocking, because a lot of times these running backs stay back to block. They don't block shit. Like LT was picking up blocks consistently, bro. Like that's important. Plus catching out the backfield. Now a lot of the old school running backs, we don't really know if they could or couldn't because of the way the game was played. But we know for a fact LT could, and LT could catch some shit 15, 20 yards downfield if he needed to. So
you want to talk about a great pass blocker? You got to talk about Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk was a great pass blocker.
I have Marshall Falk for him, but you know what I mean, above LT. I think LT is an elevated.
See, that's the point I was trying to make with Nick. So LT played with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, bro. You had to respect them. You didn't respect shit AP had in his backfield.
He didn't have nothing. Yeah, Favre 1 year.
Bro,
They
hold
went to
on,
the
hold on, hold on.
championship. They went to the
Hold on,
championship
hold on,
game.
hold on.
He
Hold on, here's the argument though.
consistently
The
played 8 and 9 man
hold on.
boxing.
The year LT set the rushing touchdown record. You think they weren't putting 9 in the box in the red zone? You think they weren't?
No, because Phillip Rivers was
about
willing
the
and
red
doing
zone,
it.
Next, I'm talking about between the 20s. They had
That's
9 in the box between the 20s. Everybody got 9 in the box in the red zone.
Are we going to talk about how how his quarterback was one of the most overrated quarterbacks we've ever seen in our lives? Phillip Rivers was so overrated, bro. I mean, dude never won.
Phillip Rivers is not overrated. Phillip Rivers is the Hall of Fame.
Man, stop this shit, man.
Phillip Rivers is the Hall of Fame, bro.
Bro, he had the best running back and the best tight end and didn't do nothing with him. Let's keep it a buck.
Not his whole career, he did.
Bro, they win 10 games every year. You can't say that shit.
Bro, Jimmy G won 10 games. Jimmy G won 10 games. Don't make him a Hall of Famer.
No, Jimmy G won.
No,
they won the games by him throwing, though. Jimmy G don't win the games from throwing. Y'all run fly sweeps and shit. Jimmy G ain't winning the game by throwing balls.
Hey, but Phillip, and this is to be honest, Phillip also lost games because of throwing too, though. There's lots of games he shouldn't have been throwing the ball.
Especially against the Raiders.
No, they used to eat the Raiders. They murked the Raiders during that whole era. The Raiders didn't win almost like 8 years in a row or some shit against the Chargers.
So let me ask you this real quick. Who would you rather have, Phillip Rivers or Christian Ponder? I rest my fucking case.
Seriously, bro.
How is that the same though? How is that?
Because you ain't got 9 in the box with Phillip Rivers. You ain't got 9 in the box. You have 9 in the box with Christian Ponder.
You just said yourself. He had Gates. He had Vincent Jackson. God rest his soul. And
that
he
was
had
for like 2 years.
Bro, come on. Vincent Jackson played the majority of his career with the Chargers. He only played like 3 years with the Bucks.
I'll say he was only good for like 2 years with the Chargers. And then he got traded.
Okay, you know who the deep threat was for Minnesota at that time?
The Chargers never had a number 1 receiver. Come to think of it, they had Gates.
Man, come on, man.
They had Gates. Who you gonna say, David Boston?
Stop this shit, man.
Who are you talking about? When did they have a Pro Bowl receiver?
Hey, we gotta go back and look at it, bro. But Phil always made the receivers look good. He always made them look good.
Wasn't the deep threat the nigga on CBS this morning? That fool?
Who?
From Minnesota when Ponder was there. Wasn't he the deep threat? Burleson?
Nate Burleson?
Yeah. The TV
Nate Burleson.
I think it was Sidney Rice back then, actually.
Rice.
Oh, Sidney Rice?
Sidney Rice was the deep threat back then.
Sidney Rice is better than that fool.
Phillip Rivers is not overrated. Phillip Rivers is not overrated.
Bro. He's rated. I think he's just rated. He's rated accordingly.
How many playoff games did he win, bro?
Hold on. He played against the hardest. He played against the hardest AFC era in the history of freaking football, man.
Man, you got more excuse than a brother going to jail, man.
Bro, he played against Brady, Peyton, and Ben his whole fucking career until they fucking left.
I don't care, bro.
Phillip Rivers gets credit for longevity, but not for being that good. He was all right.
Yeah, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, I'll say this, Max. Phillip Rivers ain't never led the history books in the NFL and shit. Until a motherfucker scores 38,356 points, you're not better than Kareem.
For sure.
Ain't nobody done that yet.
What's going on? How you doing?
Phillip Rivers ain't in the lead in shit.
Oh, yeah, well, until somebody has 17 kids, then they ain't fucking with Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers ain't top nothing and nothing.
Hey, all girls, Max. All girls. Max, all girls, too. How about that?
No, that's crazy. I was just talking about girls after like 5.
But Phillip Rivers got like 7. He got like 6, 7 kids, all girls.
What's up, big dog?
He down here in Alabama now, coaching. He back in Alabama now, coaching
I'm gonna say
high
it.
school
I'm gonna
football.
say it again for the people in the back, DJ.
Boy,
Phillip Rivers ain't the
Rivers
top of
is 6th
nothing
all
in
time
nothing.
in passing. Bro, come on, man.
What does he
The
lead?
only people,
What is he?
the only people
What is
ahead of
it? What is
the
his
only people
record?
ahead of Ben
What is his
Roethlisberger.
NFL record in what? What is his NFL record in what?
Oh, it's nice.
Nothing.
It's just not nice in the
Nothing.
playoffs.
Nothing.
His regular season record is nice as fuck.
Huh?
His regular season record is nice as fuck, but not the playoffs.
That shit don't count. Regular season don't mean shit. What did you do in the playoffs?
I'm glad we on the same page with that.
Hello. So he's overrated.
That's what greatness is made, the playoffs.
That's exactly it.
Okay, so by that fucking logic, then Joe Flacco was a better quarterback than Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, baby.
He won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl. Come on, dog.
Did
Y'all
Phillip
gonna stop
Rivers
with
win
this disrespect.
Now, football's the ultimate team game, though. It's more than any other team game. It's the ultimate team game.
No,
Hey, but we
man.
can't
You saying
say-
that Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than all these guys who got Super Bowl rings, NFL records. He don't
I
have
say that.
He's good, but he don't have.
I don't know.
none of that.
Wait, hold on. He is better than some quarterbacks that have Super Bowl rings.
Okay,
Without a
who?
doubt.
Who better than Trent Dilfer? I'll give him that.
For sure.
Better than Trent Dilfer, better than Joe fucking Flacco.
Hey, but Joe Flacco was balling that playoff run, man. He was bombing that motherfucker.
Yeah, that
Boy,
one
you can't
year.
hate.
Yeah, that 1
He had
year.
a good
I
run.
give him that.
The
He had a
playoff
good run.
run. He was
Yeah.
he was
Man, Phillip
bombing.
Rivers ain't had that year though. He ain't had one of them years.
He did, but the motherfucker fumbled the interception. He's been in the fucking Super Bowl.
Bro,
So you missed that
2 years.
whole thing.
1 year we fumbled the
You
interception,
missed
and the
that
other
whole
year
That's my
thing.
we
Where I
point,
was
bro.
saying,
When you get to talking about the Breezes and the Bradys and the Montanas and shit, he's not that. He's not that.
Not even close.
Never has been. Never.
I mean, Drew. Hey, hold on. Drew Brees lucked up too, though. That Hurricane Katrina year. So, or else he'd just be a bunch of stats like Stafford was before this last year.
Huh?
I said Drew Brees lucked up the Katrina year, or else he would just be Matt Stafford before Matt Stafford
No,
won rings.
he won it.
They didn't win in the Katrina year though.
Drew Brees won in 2009. He didn't win in the Katrina year. He won in 2009, bro.
Well, whatever
Because
year.
Reggie Bush, because
He had
Reggie
the
Bush
one
caught
run.
on fire.
Yeah, because Reggie Bush was still there, and that was
Reggie Bush caught on
Malcolm
fire that
Jenkins. I
playoff
think that was
run.
like Malcolm Jenkins' second year in the league or some shit like that. So, yeah,
He had a
man.
playoff run. How
I bet
he
you.
had a
Hey,
playoff
Mac, I
run.
bet you Miami wish they made that trade now.
What?
Hey, Reggie Bush had a
I'm
playoff.
glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. No, because he was a free agent. They weren't going to re-sign him. You know why? Because they had some hot shot quarterback behind him named Phillip Rivers, and Drew Brees had just blown out his shoulder, and Miami didn't want to sign him because he had just blown out his shoulder, even though Nick Saban begged them to sign him. You know who they gave Nick Saban? Dante fucking Culpepper. And they want to say Nick Saban didn't work in the pros. I digress.
But Nick
No,
Saban signed off on that too.
Nick Saban, man. They sabotaged Nick Saban, man.
No, Nick Saban did not sign off on that. The team doctors would not clear Drew Brees for his physical because he was a free agent. The Chargers had let him go because they had just drafted Phillip Rivers the year before. He wanted Drew Brees because he knew Drew Brees. He had played against Drew Brees when Nick Saban was a coach at Michigan State and Drew Brees was at Purdue. He knew Drew Brees. He knew he was a good quarterback. He wanted Drew Brees in Miami. The doctors in Miami and the general manager did not sign off on that, and they gave him Dante fucking Pepper. And the rest is what they say history.
And his knee was tore up too, so they signed off on Culpepper's knee, but they don't sign off on Drew Brees' shoulder.
They didn't want Drew Brees.
That was a risk. Look, nobody thought Brees was coming back from that shit. Nobody.
Talk about your all-time NFL dumb decisions. Talk about your all-time NFL dumb decisions. That was one of them.
Nah, it's all right though because they got a quarterback who's threw for 4,000 yards every year too. Drew Brees had a better team around him.
He played in the NFC. Drew Brees played in the NFC. That's all. That's it. He played in the weak ass NFC.
Hold on. Because we can use the same logic that we use for the argument that we can use for Phillip Rivers. Everybody likes to bring up, all the Jordan fans like to bring up the fact that Jordan kept so many people from winning rings. He kept everybody from winning rings, right? Just like Deuce just said, he played in an era with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Ben Roethlisberger in his same conference. Like,
Every
come
year.
on, man. Like, all those
And
guys.
every year
won
you got to
multiple-
see one of them in the AFC Championship game.
Every year he had to see one of those guys, man. And he couldn't beat them. He couldn't beat them.
He beat Peyton.
bro.
He beat Peyton. He never beat Brady, though. He never beat Brady. He was like 50-50. I think he had a winning record against Peyton. I think it was like 50-50.
Yeah, they always beat the Colts. They always beat them. It was like a fluke thing.
That's who got a trash playoff record if you really want to talk about it. If we really gonna talk about this shit, that's who really got a trash playoff record.
But he's the best quarterback of all time, though, so it doesn't matter.
Who is he?
Peyton Manning.
Man,
bro, it ain't even close,
you
bro.
know what? Y'all know
It's
what? Y'all know what? I worked a 12-hour shift. I'm getting sleepy.
It's not even close, bro.
This man just said Peyton Manning is the best quarterback of all time. You know what? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean,
Plus changed the game. Peyton Manning changed football. Peyton Manning changed football. Not even quarterback. He changed football. He changed football, bro. The audibles and the online thing, man. At the line of
that don't
scrimmage
make you the
adjustments.
best quarterback of all time, dude.
Yes, it does, man. He revolutionized the game,
artist,
bro.
He revolutionized
He's
another
top 5,
way to
though.
choke.
He's top 5.
Nah, bro. His team sucks. Tony Dungy always been known to choke up in the playoffs. Always. Always. You go back to Tampa Bay. You go back to Tampa Bay, bro.
Even the Super Bowls Peyton
Not
won,
always.
he didn't ball
He
out.
got a Super Bowl win. Tony Dungy does
He
have a
didn't
Super
ball
Bowl.
out.
Not always.
Like the
Yeah,
so we
rings
gonna
that
act
Peyton
like
won,
Tony Dungy.
he didn't ball out.
So we gonna act like Tony Dungy didn't build that team in Tampa that John Gruden got the bro. That's the most flukiest shit. Like John Gruden struck lightning in a bottle. Let's be honest about that. He got to play the team that he left in the Super Bowl with the team that Tony Dungy built. So come on, man.
And these motherfuckers didn't make no adjustment. They kept the same plays, the same calls,
the same verbiage, all that shit. I know we struck a nerve, Sheldon Moore, but I had to say it.
No, John Gruden ain't never won shit.
John Gruden had that team balling, bro.
John Gruden ain't never won shit.
John he had Rich Gannon balling. Rich Gannon was a journeyman quarterback. John Gruden had that quarterback shooting, man. Napoleon Kaufman and Charlie Garner and Tim Brown, Jerry Rice. He had that quarterback shooting. You can't say John Gruden
is in the same boat with me as motherfucking Barry Switzer with the Cowboys. He ain't won shit. That wasn't your team.
Man. But the Raiders, come on, the Raiders. With the Raiders, man, John Gruden had them every year.
Tony Dungy's team. You went to Tampa Bay and won with Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy put that team together. You didn't do shit.
Well, that's what Steve Kerr did with the Warriors.
Everybody say that though. Everybody says that.
You still gotta maintain it. You still gotta get there. Still gotta go through the season, win the games. You still gotta get there, man.
Because there's plenty of years Tony Dungy offense couldn't do shit in Tampa Bay. Plenty of years they losing playoff games 13-6, fucking 10-3.
Like I remember there was a playoff game with the Colts. They lost to the Ravens 9-6. It was all field goal.
But they also wasn't it like in a snowstorm though, Max?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think that was one of them games they played.
The Colts won that game. They won that game against Mac 9. The Colts won that game 9-6 against Ray Lewis. It was Mac 9. Remember that year they was balling?
We're not talking about the same game. We talking about when they went to New England one year.
Oh no, I'm talking about Colts and Ravens specifically. I remember it was 9-6.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, maybe the
Colts won that game.
It was playoffs too.
It was remember that was the year the Ravens was balling when they had Mac 9. And they were like 13-3 or something like that. And they had the Colts at home, and they lost that game. Right? It was like 9-6.
The Patriots robbed us. That was a fumble. Wilson knocked the ball loose. He should never. That should never been.
You talking about that tuck rule?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
That's
you
what I'm
see Brady
saying.
come out after all these years?
John Gruden know that West Coast offense, bro. That's what I'm saying. John Gruden had the Raiders.
No, it was his offense. It ain't that he know the West Coast offense. That was his offense.
Bruh,
He
that's the
literally
Raiders'
got
fault
to
for
play
keeping
his
that shit.
offense.
Them niggas
That's the
kept the
Raiders'
same
fault for keeping
audibles,
that shit.
everything. They throw a
They
pick every
knew
3
all the
plays.
audibles. They didn't change nothing. What's his name? Bill Callahan didn't change shit.
Hey, is that John Gruden's fault though?
Nope.
Nah.
Because here's the thing: him not changing shit is what got him there. But
Right?
you know, they could have just come up with different names at least. Shit.
For 1 week, you got to study something.
For 1 week, you get 2 weeks to prepare for the Super Bowl. For those 2 weeks, you could have came up with new verbiage at the very least.
That shit was crazy. They had the playbook on motherfuckers.
But John Gruden also knew their tendencies.
That's the Raiders' fault for firing that dude.
No, they traded him. Shit, they got a king's ransom for John Gruden.
Yeah.
They got a king's ransom, like a first-round pick, some money, all that shit.
And this dude's about to get cashed out again for the NFL for his case right now.
Yeah.
They did him wrong.
Yeah, they try to put that racial stuff on him. They try to put that racial stuff on him.
Nah, that racist shit got pushed to the side. We start talking about that gay shit. That racist shit. Oh, whatever.
No. You can say racist shit. You can say you can talk about women, but them damn gays, you better leave them alone.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
That gets you done.
You could. You should be able to.
Stuff. You can say what you want to say about. You can say what you want to say about black people and women, but you leave them gays alone. That's where we draw the line.
But he stood on that shit though. He didn't apologize and he fighting back for that shit. I'm glad somebody do because it's about time somebody stopped cowering to fucking gay people. Gay people don't even watch football. The fuck are you talking about? So who cares?
He lost me with the niggas and all that. He's a racist piece of shit. Fuck him.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that. No, he did. He said they got.
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't see that one.
I know he didn't say it. If he didn't say it in email, I know he done said it before.
He's a racist piece of shit. Hey, and this is the cold part. This is the cold part, y'all. Keyshawn told you that motherfucker was a racist piece of shit. You didn't believe him. Keyshawn Johnson been telling you that.
That is true.
Keyshawn Johnson word ain't law around this motherfucker. Keyshawn had his own.
He been telling you, bro.
Keyshawn word ain't law.
He been telling you that's a racist piece of shit. He been telling you.
I can't see no racist NFL.
Can we be honest though? Can we be honest, bro? The NFLPA, his lips are fucking huge. Bro.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
They get mad because white people tell black niggas how to react. A black nigga talk about a nigga lives way before a white nigga would. Any day of the week, bro.
Yeah, I think we really need to stop throwing races on people's jackets without real proof, bro. That shit gets thrown around way too easy nowadays, man. Do somebody get mad at someone that's not their race? Oh, you racist. Oh, you like ketchup, I like mustard. You Mexican, I'm black. You racist. Like, what the fuck? I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, because white people tell people
those are private emails. Those are private emails, which means that's probably when he was the most open, and he didn't say nothing racist.
Fuck him. No.
Man, don't act like you ain't never made no jokes about no white or Mexican people in your life.
No.
Don't play that shit.
No.
Don't act like you never told your Mexican homie to go mow your lawn.
We said fuck him.
This is how I knew the motherfucker was a racist. Warren Sapp is the biggest dick sucker of white folks in the NFL.
I ain't never considered him racist.
You know that? Warren Sapp is the biggest dick sucker of white folks in the NFL. They asked Warren Sapp about the motherfucker. He had
what's going on?
I knew he was a racist.
Thank you, Talib Cunningham. Welcome to the show, man. We just kind of go where we go. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, brother.
I knew you were racist then, DJ, didn't you?
I mean, I believe it. I believe it when you say it. I don't know the dude. So.
Hey, we're gonna have this conversation. We can have this conversation. We can have this conversation. I'm tired of, and I'm gonna put it out here, clip it, whatever you gotta say. I'm tired of black people being the first people to clown people on their race, whether it's joking or otherwise, and be the first people to cry about it when it comes back around. Stop that
Bro,
shit.
that's social media, man. That's not in real life.
That's
that's
real
social
life,
media.
bro.
That's social media.
That's 2022 real life, not my whole life.
They let people tell them what to be
Well,
mad
Kyle,
about.
since you
That's
back,
the
I'm
goal.
gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Hey, man, I'm gonna let y'all.
That's
all right, DJ.
Well, I'll see y'all tonight, man.
All right, bro. Be safe.
Y'all take it easy, man.
But yeah, hey, all of us gonna be crying about that shit like that. This be the motherfuckers that trying to promote and propagate some shit, homie. But we ain't really getting down like that in the streets, homie. That's that social media bullshit.
And that's what I say, because I live this shit every day, bro. Like, I kick it around, nothing but different races off top. And when you really would chilling with your boys, you gonna make racist ass jokes, and nobody takes it offensively. We just come back with one on you. That's it. But as soon as some shit happened in the media, people want to take this stand and start making posts and, oh, I knew this person was racist, this person was racist. Like, motherfucker, what'd you just tell me yesterday? What do you mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't think there's no ill intent behind it. There's no ill intent.
Nah, motherfucker
now,
make
say
jokes.
that, hold on. Say that again, Max. You said you tired of black people because they do what now?
I said I'm tired of, and when you kicking it, this is anyone, blacks, Mexicans, whites, whatever. When you kicking it with opposite races, and people are always talking shit about races, making jokes, but no one considers it racist. But when some shit happens in the media, people want to stand on the soapbox and act like they're not really about that.
Hey, you know what I got to say to that, Max? Get the fuck over it. We got to press for 450 years, so you just get the fuck over it and move on.
Well, what?
It's
me
our turn.
Or you?
We go be the motherfuckers that call everybody out. It's our turn now. It's our turn now.
You just said something happened 400 years ago and told me to get over something.
I'm still holding on to it. I'm holding on to it.
It's all right. You hold on to it. It's good.
God damn it. We making the rules.
Oh, I love it. I love it. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
to me. Anything that I don't motherfucking like is racist.
Anything I don't like that is non-black is racist. That's why I say racism in 2022 is someone of the opposite race disagrees. That's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man.
That's all.
Unfortunately, race is one of those things where if you want it to be that, you can. You can wiggle around any story to fit your narrative when it comes to race. It's too easy.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna always plant the shit so I look good and you look fucked up.
Shelton looking for some lawsuits over here.
That's what they do, right? When somebody tells you a story about what happened, do they make themselves look fucked up or do they make themselves look good?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing the same thing. Any story I got, if it's gonna make me look fucked up, it's your fault. If it's gonna make me look good, it's my fault.
At least you're honest about it, and that's what I can appreciate.
Yeah, I'm honest about it. I'm biased as fuck. Everything's about me and me looking good. Fuck you.
That's how my stepdad be too. He be talking some shit. He's like, man, that's some racist shit. I was like, man, shut up. No, it ain't. He be like, yeah, but if there was a lawsuit on the line, it is. I was like, yeah, I get you. I'm like, shut up though, man. This is funny though, man. I don't know. I guess it's just different because I already know. Like me, usually I'm the only non-black person in my group at times, so I done got it my whole fucking life. I done got Mexican jokes that I don't even relate to because I'm not Mexican like that. I'm like, wait, like y'all know more about the culture than me. What are you talking about? Eat a what? Like I ain't had one of those. Like, but I don't know. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like probably some of my funnest times with my friends is cracking racist jokes back and forth on each other while we just chilling somewhere. It's probably some of the most funnest times of my life. But I don't see anything John Gruden showing that he's a racist by any means. I don't know, but people can feel differently. He gonna get his bag either way.
Yeah, without question too, though. See, it's a lot of difference between.
Gruden, yeah, they're trying to figure out if they gotta pay him or not right now, right?
They are going to pay him.
They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him.
He
gonna get
not
what the
gonna even
Raiders
fight
owe
him.
him and more.
They not gonna even fight it, bro. While you're here, take this $100 million, sign this NDA, and just keep it moving.
Yeah, don't say nothing about it. Yeah.
Same
That's
thing
how
with
they get you.
Kaepernick, punk ass.
Yeah. Kaepernick taking the money was crazy, bro. After all that shit.
No, him signing the NDA. Him signing the NDA was crazy.
That motherfucker Kaepernick came up. He came up without football. He already had like 40, 50 million from football. Then he got another like 30, 40 million from Nike. So he's straight.
Big straight. Big straight.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about a lot of people that have cases and they settle for the money. It's like, oh, then you didn't really care about the justice.
But in his case, I do have to agree. There was not 62 better quarterbacks in the league than Colin Kaepernick. There was.
But the thing about him was, bro, thing about it was he had chances to get a job, and every time he sabotaged that shit on purpose. Cleveland wanted him, Baltimore wanted him, Seattle wanted him, and then he had that little tryout shit where he tried to change the location and make another contract and shit. Every time he had a chance, he sabotaged that shit, which let me know he didn't really want to play.
He thought he was special.
He did.
Yeah. Every time he had a chance, bro. Remember?
And he wanted like crazy money. He wanted like Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning.
No, that was a lie. That was a lie. That was something they were creating. He sabotaged that shit by fucking up them interviews. He did that shit with Cleveland. Cleveland wanted to bring him in. He's like, oh, I'm not taking interviews right now. Baltimore was going to bring him in before they brought in Robert Griffin, RG3. They were trying to bring him in. Then the girlfriend started posting shit about Ray Lewis and the owner.
Yeah,
Seattle.
Fucked that up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that let me know. That let me know that he really didn't want to play. He was just making a big ass circus out of shit. Like shit, I found. He was like, shit, I found my lane. I'm gonna hop in this grifter, black revolutionary lane.
My question was, Deuce, why you got her speaking on black shit anyway? She ain't black.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He sabotaged it on purpose. He sabotaged it on purpose, man. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
I mean, the Nike fall right behind them. They want to be on this social justice shit, and you got fucking child slavery in your fucking factories, bro. Like, same thing with, I don't know, all these motherfuckers is they don't stand on nothing. Same thing with LeBron, want to talk about everything, but once they shit about China, dude, that's where his contract's at. It's like, bro, like,
and want to cut and want to cut Kyrie. They want to keep Kaepernick and cut Kyrie. Everybody on the fucking in the gym wear Kyrie shoes. They want to cut this nigga because he didn't bend to that vaccination shit.
Yep.
But then again, you gotta remember too, he already kind of knew he had that bag coming from Nike, so I don't think he wanted to play no more anyway.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't buy Nikes directly from the store anymore. I only buy them secondhand now. I don't give Nike no money directly from me. I mean, I buy Nike shit off other people selling it. I don't fuck with that shit. Once I found out about that shit, because at first I thought it was a rumor. I didn't think that shit was true for real, but that's just true.
What's true?
The fucking Nike factories over there in China, the fucking little ass kids making everything.
Shit, man. Everything we fucking have, some little child slave laborers somewhere, bro. Everything we have, from the TVs to these phones we own, everything we have is made by child slave labor. The people making those damn iPhones were jumping out the damn building over there in China. Y'all hear about that? They got to put suicide nets. They got to put suicide nets outside the building because people jump out. They're making them work so many hours. That's just
like China in general. If your product is made in China, most likely it's made by some fucking child somewhere or some really underprivileged people.
Everything we have, bro. The house on our fucking, the roof on over our fucking head.
That's why we're better bringing that shit off. Better off bringing it back over here. They need us more than we need them. Y'all know that they plugging us on the price right now, but we're the product still. So,
well, them pricing shit is all that shit's over with.
Yeah.
And Trump was doing that shit, and they were mad about that. So.
Yep. And we would, and the thing is, in the short run, you would have paid a little more once you bring the companies back to U.S. and first get them running. But give it about 5-10 years, all the prices drop back again. That's just how it works. Like, of course, if you're gonna take everything from over here that was dirt cheap, bring it over here where it's not as cheap, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. But then it'll all even out, and we're better off having our own shit and us being the suppliers of everything.
Right.
Fuck
And now our young people who can't work can't fucking lift a fingernail, and we headed in a bad place. We got gays in the
So
military.
who you motherfuckers got in the fight? Y'all got Le'Veon Bell or y'all got AD?
I got AD. I didn't even know the nigga was doing that shit till yesterday. When is that? This weekend?
What is Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, AD all day is fighting Le'Veon Bell. Adrian Peterson fighting Le'Veon Bell.
Ooh.
June 30th at the Staples Center. On the undercard of Blueface and some other motherfucker.
And then Nick Young, baby, Swaggy P.
Nick Swaggy P, yeah. Ain't that some shit?
Well, that's this weekend?
On the 30th, yes.
Oh, on the 30th.
July
30th. Okay.
July 30th.
About
That's
2
in LA
weeks.
too, bruh. That's in LA too.
It gotta be some money behind that faulty ass shit.
At the Staples, bruh. That's crazy. Blueface
You
is
can't
do
get
something.
unless you got some bread. You can't get that motherfucker unless you got some bread.
Hell no. Hell no.
Bruh. Yeah, that's crazy.
Swaggy P and motherfucking Blueface. Is this some bullshit or is this some bullshit? This motherfucker celebrity boxing shit and got out of here.
I'm watching
Man,
it.
the bag's out there, man. The bag's out there.
It is. It obviously is, Deuce. It obviously is.
Okay.
The bag is out there. Go get it.
OG, let me ask you this, because you seem pretty against the celebrity boxing. There's not nobody that's a non-boxer that you wouldn't mind seeing fight someone else that's a non-boxer?
Nah, not really.
I can't think of there's not like really. 2 actors you want to see squab real quick, or
hell no, I want to see that shit.
I want to see Suge and Dr. Dre.
Suge got a cane and can barely walk. Nigga got diabetes. Why you want to see that?
I'm just joking.
I want to see someone that's like known for having hands that's not a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like Bumpy Knuckles.
Okay, name somebody.
Wack versus Big U.
Something like that.
That I would pay to see.
Wack and Big U, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would
the
pay
OG
to see that.
chunk 'em.
I would pay to see
But
that.
I want to see bare knuckle though, man. Like, cause with them boxing gloves, they don't know how to. That's a lot of weight. That if you're not used to fighting with that shit, man, they be wearing 16-ounce gloves.
I tell you right now, you ain't fighting Eugene Henley ain't fighting nobody with no gloves on. You fuck with Big U, you gonna squabble straight up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, make it like bare knuckle, where they just tape your hand up to the knuckle for your wrist, and then just let them chuck them.
I've been knowing that dude since we was both about 11, 12 years old.
Ooh.
Oh, Big U?
He ain't squabbling with nobody. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you out from LA?
Yeah.
He from
that nigga off
LA.
of Crenshaw. That nigga Shelton off of Crenshaw. That's why him and Reggie so. That's why him and Reggie so cool. Them niggas is lokes.
What's up?
Yeah, that nigga
you from LA too?
With no boxing gloves on. That's a fact.
LA?
He ain't fighting nobody with no boxing gloves on. That's what he's not gonna do.
His old ass better not be trying to fight nobody. He fat now and probably got a heart problem. And nigga fat now, so he ain't big like Debo how he used to be.
I wouldn't mind seeing some of these. I mean, I know you guys probably don't follow it, but battle rappers, because some of these dudes being, I also want to see Mass and Disaster.
I want to know if they can squabble or they niggas just tall for nothing. The niggas be scared of daylight. He be pressing motherfuckers all the time.
He does.
And niggas turn it all the way down.
I've been there a couple times in person and seen the shit. I felt the energy.
Niggas turn it down.
But
he be there with the Grape Street niggas.
He do be with hella Grape Street dudes though.
Yeah,
like he'll pull
10,
up
15 niggas there.
Yeah. So you can't really and motherfuckers don't pat down at those events. At least the ones I've been to. I was there the day the Disaster and Math got in that fight. I was in LA.
Oh, you was there?
I was there. Front row where I had to save the bitch I was with. She almost got trampled. Like I was right there seeing everything happen. I even felt bad because I was like, damn, because I felt like, damn, bro, they didn't have to do, like, you know what I mean? Like, let it be a one-on-one, because the Grape Street dudes started grabbing tables and shit, throwing this shit on them. It was just him by himself, Dolo from New York.
Yeah.
I was like, I almost felt like I should break it up.
You can't take no watch niggas nowhere. You can't take no watch niggas nowhere. The watch niggas do not know how to act.
Yeah, I just remember thinking when everything went down, I just remember thinking they didn't pat us down. They didn't want us down. Nothing. Like, nope. So I was like, and you go in and out too. So I was like, yeah, let's just get my little crew, get the fuck out the way. My homie recorded the shit. Man, you know, it comes shit like that. It's fight or flight, man. I had
Straight
this
up.
about like 5'2", bro. She was right there on the railing because I had her take my spot. So I had her say, stay on the railing all day because you a girl, and then I'll go grab whatever we need throughout the day because you know those events are like 8 hours sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go grab the drink, I'll go grab the food, I'll go outside across the street and go grab whatever the fuck, and I come back. And she was right there, but she was like, when they started fighting, I just yanked her by her shit. Watch out! And then everything started going, cameras, all that shit. Oh, bruh.
Them niggas fucked that shit up.
Yeah, they did.
Who you think the best? Who you think the best is?
Battle rapper?
Yeah.
Probably Geechee right now.
Ah man, I don't like his shit. He too extra with that shit. He too extra with that shit. He got some cool punchline. He too extra with it. I fuck with Light. I think Tay Rock the hardest nigga.
Oh, I hate Tay Rock, man.
Tay Rock hard, nigga. Tay Rock be coming with some hard shit.
My thing
Another
is,
cut. Another cut.
Lyrically, yeah, but I can't look at his tough guy act no more. When I seen on stage, I seen him bitch up.
Oh, for real?
You know what I'm saying? With the Murder Mook and Briz shit. You remember that shit? Murder Mook and Briz Rawson got into it. Motherfucking Tay Rock ran all the way to the back, where the back was to go to the back, like where the doorway was. He ran all the way there when everyone's chunking him. And I don't know if you know who Chess is from New York, Lil Chess.
Yeah, I heard of him.
He stepped up on Calico's dad on Blackface, and he wasn't even part of the fight. That's why I respect his shit, because I've seen it first. And I'm talking about everyone on stage is getting it. You feel me? So fight or flight. Tay Rock chose flight real quick. And then after everything, he goes, because Murder Mook was like, oh, that's why you ran to the back. And Tay Rock's like, well, why didn't you come get me? I was like, bro, you wanted him to go through the whole crowd? Come on, bro, get out of here, dog. That's why everything now when I hear Tay Rock, like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, bro, shut up. You ain't going to do shit, bro. Man, Lil Chess was going to run all the fades, bro. That wasn't even his fight. That was just his homies. He ran up on whoever wanted, like, what's up? I was like, oh, he's with it. Okay, Chess. Like, because I was looking at Chess as Tay Rock, where I was like, man, little ass Chess, I won't get into it. He ain't going to fight nobody. And I've seen him in the midst of madness just pull up, like, what's up? And Tay Rock was, pew! T-Top was fucking rolling with his drawers down with his fat ass. He fucking fell this way and took everyone out. Like, Briz got his shit beat. I don't know. Now look at, because that's the thing when that type of shit happens, because I know the New York events, they definitely like won and pat down, they metal detect. But when that shit happens, you know it's just gonna be a rumble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Really?
Like, you don't really gotta worry unless someone got a knife, maybe possibly, but most of the time they're all fellow battle rappers, so you know they're not really strapped or got weapons because they're there to rap. So if you get in a fight backstage with another battle rapper, you don't really gotta worry about like, if you want to shoot me, somebody will just chunk them. Fuck it. Win, lose, or draw. Hope that no one records it.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas be out there with the extras, man. Like maybe like 2015, 16, that shit was dope, but now that shit's like hella extra, bro. Nigga can never finish his punchline because niggas be on it. They be paying niggas to be on their team so hard. Yeah. Niggas be like, niggas say 2 words. Oh, like damn, nigga, you even say nothing. Niggas jumping out their skin, bro. Like who paid you to do all that, nigga? Like, come on, dog.
And it's the crazy part too is like, because I call it battle performing art.
Oh yeah,
it
definitely.
Ain't rap. You know what I'm saying? It's performance. You got to memorize something. It's a play pretty much. Sometimes motherfuckers don't even rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no rhythm, there's no beat. Like you're acapella, like performing a play. But what's crazy to me is I've seen how things switch. Because like I said back in the day, even when you battle on the street corner, face to face with someone in a tight circle, how it used to be. Like back then, you motherfuckers could talk through your shit. Motherfuckers could say trash, and try to predict your punchlines, all that shit, and that was no foul. The only thing was you couldn't touch each other. That was another thing. And nowadays, you can bump motherfuckers and do all this crazy shit, but you can't talk when they're rapping. Don't talk when they're rapping. Like
knock a nigga hat off, niggas pull out fake guns, all that
shit.
Yoke
motherfuckers up by their shirts and shit, but you can't talk when they're rapping. All of a sudden, like what? Because back in the day, like you just had to keep going through the crowd going crazy. You just had to keep going. You couldn't stop and wait for the beat to cut because most of the time it's on a beat, so you had to keep the rhythm. I used
Yeah.
to battle rap when I was younger. I used to do that shit for money and shit, like back in
Let the guy
San
there
Diego and shit.
performing arts.
Yeah, now it's performing arts, bro. This is just two guys who has the best plays.
Right?
But then there's a
That's
couple
right.
of dudes you see in the mix that are like, they official, they've been through some shit, but a lot of these guys they're just good with words, man. They're good with lyrics, they're good with punchlines. It's not
I didn't
really
like
who they
when all
are.
that gang banging shit started. Cause now all these fools is Bloods, all these fools is Crips. They from
All of a
way somewhere
sudden,
else. I'm like,
all
man,
of a
this shit
sudden,
is.
T-Rex is a Crip from L.A. T-Rex, what the fuck, bruh? Out here banging big loads, big
These
C's,
niggas is crazy, bro. That's the
crazy.
craziest shit to me. Nigga like, yeah, cuz. Nigga, I'm from New Jersey. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, look at the whole grapes from Jersey. Surf, Suge, who else is it? Arsenal.
All them niggas gang banging. That shit's crazy as fuck to me, bro. Like, what?
Hey, but they said Ars is like the only dude that really goes and fucks with the great out in L.A.
I seen him out. Well, I didn't see him in person, but I seen videos in the JDs and shit. He be out there, but he didn't pay his way on his sets. No motherfucking
Yeah, for
great.
sure.
Man, that's just crazy, dog.
But because from what I've seen, because I know supposedly like Suge and Surf, they don't really do, especially Surf having as much money as he do. He don't really, he'll touch down every now and then. But they say like Ars is really just pull up and just not for the camera either, just to pull up and fuck with those. Shit, I can respect it.
Niggas be fucking with that, and I'm like, man, the niggas don't. That niggas say way too much disrespectful shit to not even be.
Bruh.
Like, nigga, I would have been knocked this nigga teeth out. Like, what?
Bruh.
Nigga? Like, I ain't
But I
signed
think
no contract.
I think by now with Arsenal, it's like that's what you're signing up for because that's his style now. Like when he first came out and he was like the one doing it, it was like, yo, what the fuck? But now he's done it for so long, it's like, okay, he's about to say some wild ass shit about your kid and your grandma and shit. You know what I mean? But
Nah,
now
nigga,
it's like to be
fuck that.
that's
Nigga.
how. Do you remember back in the days, Nim? You know Nim?
Yeah.
That motherfucker, he used to be king disrespectful back then, bruh.
That shit is crazy as fuck to me. I mean, like, nigga, I lift this nigga with uppercut real quick. Like, yo, I'm gonna rape your daughter and your grandma piss on her gas. Like, nigga, I'm gonna lift this nigga up real quick.
Bruh.
Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that ain't tight to me, nigga. Like, if you got like one like shock bar, like, okay, nigga, that's cool. But nigga, don't motherfucker the whole 16, the whole 90 seconds is what you gonna do to somebody's personal relative and trying to strike a chord with a motherfucker and shit. Like, that's crazy.
But those guys are easy to beat because of that too. Because as long as you don't react and then your bars are better, they're easy to beat because not much to it.
I remember seeing the one he did with Mr. Fab and shit. He was talking about
I was there.
He got jumped. Oh, you was there?
I was
that
there
was
that night.
Bay
That's the night I met MC Hammer. I met Sway that night, man. Yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. Oh, like, this nigga came up in the Bay talking all this shit. Like, nigga, this nigga better make it up out of here, homie. And they must have gave that nigga the forewarning. He just playing, he just acting, whatever, no matter what he say.
They was tripping though, like because some of those guys that came to support, they just came to support Mr. Fab, and they don't really listen to battle rap. Yeah. So like there was dudes there tripping, and like Fab was having to tell them, nah, cool, like we battling. And he said, oh, okay, like real open niggas out there. I'm like, hold on, what's this about? Like, okay, it's good. We just battling, okay. And then afterwards, Arsenal was like, we just battling, like. But you can tell, like, motherfuckers is tight, bro. Like,
I know, man. I know.
I was in the building, kind of like, we might have to get closer to the door in case this shit pop off again. Because I'll travel for big ones. I must get that. So Kyle, where's Kyle at? He's talking battle rap. He's doing anything getting involved. Yeah. I seen that. I seen that Mr. Fab Arsenal live. I've seen a lot of fucking great battles live, actually, because the Bay Area used to be real hot for that at one point in time. So that's only 2 hours from me. And then LA is about 6 hours from me. So if it's a big one, I'll go to LA watch that shit too.
Yeah, you say you in Salinas, ain't you?
Yeah, well, not anymore, but yeah, still in the A31 though.
Yeah, I'm out here in Fresno, out the way, man.
Oh, you in Fresno?
Yeah, I'm in Fresno.
Oh shit, Doghouse Grill, bro. Doghouse Grill.
Don't say that to me, man. I'm trying to go there the last couple of days. Motherfuckers been closing early.
Bruh, I have to. There's times I just drive to Fresno for Doghouse Grill so I can snack like 2 tri-tip sandwiches real quick with some fries and come back home. Oh, the Harold and Kumar shit. Yeah, I was out in Fresno, like a month or 2 ago. So, fucking, yeah, hey, that fucking Crooked Eye and Disaster, though, end of the year, probably going to be in LA.
Oh, that's coming up?
I think, yeah, end of the year. Because, Disaster and them, bro, their new league they started, bro, they might end up taking over this fucking battle rap game because they're doing shit where they're giving the rappers ownership of the videos and shit to do what they want with it and the percentages on anything related to it. So the rappers are getting paid like back end, front end, all the ends.
Is he still connected to Shady, Eminem and shit?
I think he's still good with Interscope. I think Crooked Eye.
No, Disaster.
Oh shit. I don't know. I mean, if he's fucking with Crooked Eye, I'm pretty sure he has some type of business relationship with him.
I know Cricket over there in Interscope. I don't know if Disaster was.
Yeah, I don't know what he does. I've never heard a Disaster song in my life, so I don't know. But
no, I nigga in that battle rap shit. In that battle rap shit, he's solid with it, man. He be off beat sometimes, off pace, whatever.
Yeah.
But the aggression, the Eminem type shit, it's cool, whatever.
And the multi-syllable. Yeah, nah, he's cool. I think he's one of those dudes, like, he's a legend for sure. He's like a T-Mac. You know what I mean? Like, you can't deny that he got the skill, but he's not a GOAT. You know what I mean? It's not. He's a longevity GOAT.
He might be sucking up, but I think he's trash. That nigga from St. Louis. What's that nigga name?
Averb?
Nah, Averb, cool. The other nigga that be like, let me remix it and all that shit. What's that nigga name?
Oh, Hitman Holler.
Yeah, Hitman Holler. That nigga like this nigga to the motherfucker, homie.
Hey, Cassidy gassed him.
Yeah,
Cassidy gassed him. Hell yeah. I like
come back and he was getting his ass lit up a couple of times. Yeah, I gotta reboot some shit.
Yeah, I like my top dudes is probably like Geechee, Big K, Pat Stay, and Calico. And Clips. I like Charlie Clips too.
I like Tay Rock. I like Daylight. I like that one. What's his name? B Magic or whatever. I don't know if he's still getting down. I heard him in the Gang of Battles though.
Yeah, he just be choking a lot now, bro. He can't remember his rhymes for shit. But at one point in time, he was the guy for the line.
K-Shine be tearing niggas up lately.
Yeah, K-Shine. My
there
nigga
you are.
Yeah. Yeah, that nigga red ragging too. I'm like, this nigga gay banger. Like
I think Rum's kind of overrated too, bro. I like Rum, but the way people put Rum Nitty on there is.
What's the nigga with the Street Fighter scheme? Man, what's that nigga name?
Paulo Don. Oh no.
The white boy scheme.
Oh, Mike P?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Mike P.
Hey, that nigga, I heard that nigga on some dope shit before, bro. Like lighting niggas up. I don't know if he
hate Mike P.
He get a good honorable mention. I heard him lighting niggas up. You want to fuck with that Street Fighter scheme?
I know. I like that. I like that scheme. I liked his second round versus Danny Myers too. That was crazy. Parallel University. That shit was crazy. Like, he got some shit, but to me, I think he thinks he's way better than he is. And I think people hype him to be better than he is. Kind of like
You talking about Clips?
Jack Boy Man.
Are you talking about Charlie Clips?
No, I'm talking about Mike P.
Charlie Clips is trash, man.
I think Charlie Clips
mouth, man.
I think Charlie Clips is he's top 10 probably all time. He does everything.
Top 5.
Freestyle.
He's top 5, bro.
His shit's kind of basic though. I will say that his shit's kind of basic. He got basic
Hella
shit.
basic.
But
that
his
fabulous.
punchlines be hitting. Yeah, he do. He got set up punchline. Yeah, it's basic.
But when
that's not good.
Yeah, sure. That nigga just tried.
Y'all tripping, boy. Y'all tripping, boy. Charlie Clips top 5, bro.
Nah.
He might be. I got Hollow above Clips. So.
I don't.
But Hollow lately kind of lost his edge a little bit. I think, man. Like he don't got the. I don't know.
Like all them niggas
top
wild out shit. All them niggas all turned down. That's all in that wilding out shit. They all turned down, man. To me, I ain't fucking like you niggas used to be good. Now what's up with it?
Oh yeah, I like Swan. Oh, that's this weekend. I think that's this weekend. I think it's the final to the tournament. It's gonna be Swamp versus JC. Ultimate Madness 5 or 6 for 100K. Just for 100K. Yes, that's this weekend. That's just free on Caffeine on Saturday. I got the URL app too. I pay for that shit too. Pay $8 a month.
Max pay for everything.
Hey, send me that password, bro. It's some battles that I gotta see. Yeah, fax that over.
Yeah,
man.
I got you. Because honestly, it's crazy. I barely even use it, bro. Like, because what I wanted to do, because when they had these tournaments for the Madness, Ultimate Madness, I think they're on the 5th or 6th one, and now it's up to 100K, right? That was the one that Geechee and Run battled at last year. That battle was fire. That's one of the greatest battles ever. But I was like, sometimes the judges be off, or they just don't have good reasoning, or they kind of, you know what I mean? So my goal was to watch every single fucking battle on the app and score it, and then send an email out or something to Smack and be like, hey, bro, I watched every single battle you ever put on the app. I scored everything and judged everything. You should let me be a fucking judge. Yeah, I don't have no affiliation to nobody. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. I'm just, I'm from a fan. But that shit got boring as fuck, bro. There's a lot of bad battles on there. So it's a lot of time wasted. I didn't end up getting there. But yeah, I'll send you a password, Kyle.
URL.
Huh?
On Caffeine or URL?
So on URL, you can score the shit. They have a button where while they're rapping, you just press it. You know what I mean? I think max is 30 points in a round. That would be like a perfect round. But there's not many of those. And then I kind of like, for me personally, how I judge shit is if you have a whack-ass line, that shit's negative points. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have one of them ones that's just like, what did you just say? Oh, you get minus points. Like, that's how I fuck with it, because that's crazy. And then if you have, like, a punchline where it's like, that's a good punchline, it's kind of neutral, because that's what's to be expected, right? That you're going to have punchlines of some sort. So that's usually how I score shit. So there's room shakers, obviously get more points. But it's personal. However you want to do it, it just has a point counter. And then with the next person's round, it has a point counter and it has a scoreboard. And then at the end, you can see who won each round or how many total points. And then you pick who you think won the battle, and it keeps it documented for you on the app. On Caffeine, you can vote in the chat after the battle's done. You have about like a minute, and everyone gets to vote, and then that's just done directly through Caffeine, and that's where they have the numbers for Caffeine. But then the app is a whole different thing, but that's after. Caffeine's live. So that's what sucks too, because sometimes I watch a lot of these battles live. I watch the Caffeine shit like the day it happens, and I vote for who I think won or whatever. And it's like, I'm not gonna watch that again on the app and then vote it for real with points and shit, unless it was a close battle, like what was it, Chess and Easy the Block Captain. That was a close ass battle. I still don't know who won that battle. But yeah, that's just cool. It's $8 a month and shit, but I hardly use it. I've been thinking about getting rid of that shit, because I can find the bootlegs on
Chill.
Reddit.
We can split the difference, man. I'll cash up you $4 a month. We could do it like that.
Man, ain't roast me on that caffeine app.
I
Y'all don't
think
watch
so.
roast me?
I watch it. Yeah, I'll be watching that shit. I didn't know they switched over to caffeine though.
I think they switched over to caffeine. The new season this year, they'll be like 30 minutes, and they'll be like, watch the rest of the episode on caffeine. I ain't really trying to find it or whatever no more after that.
Yeah, I fuck with that, bro. I fuck with that.
That roast me shit.
Hell yeah. I like that shit though. That's what I'm saying. That's the shit I miss. That's the shit I miss the most about having
hella
friends.
funny, bro.
Craig Smith's the GOAT. Him and CP probably the two.
Yeah, CP and my nigga Boo. My nigga Boo behind me rolling.
He said some crazy shit sometimes, bro. What?
For real, that nigga Boo. And then he remind you of real LA nigga. That's how the real LA niggas be acting too.
The OG too. The OG too. he makes jokes like an old motherfucker too.
Straight up. That's like the old nigga be acting in front of the store at the park and shit. That nigga got me rolling. Especially when we getting on David Lucas. That nigga be killing that nigga. That new little song he had for him.
Oh, that you're such a pretty girl.
No, not that one. The other way was like, I got blueberry fries, apple turnovers. That nigga be killing. Bob with the extras. I can't even front. Like, yeah, you know he
bangs too, blood. Dang.
Yeah, he's be rapping with Mac 10. He's be a rapper with Mac 10.
Oh,
Mac 10 had his record label and shit. He used to be rapping with him and shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Back in when he had the Who Banging records, like early 2000s, whatever, late 90s. Yeah, he was one of the records. He was Boo Capone in.
Yeah, that's how it's funny. I didn't know that because now thinking about it, I think I've probably seen that name on records like Boo Capone as a rapper, but it never clicked over when I just watched it because you don't be on some gangbang shit, so I didn't think about shit like that. That's funny. He's old. He is old as fuck though.
Yeah, that nigga at least 50 something. At least they always get on that nigga. Like at first you'd be like, damn, why this nigga on here? They clowning this nigga, but then that nigga went to the lab. He come with his jokes. Like the last 3 seasons, that nigga been like the MVP. He right up under Craig and CP. He right up under that nigga.
The shit Craig has come up with though, I'll just be like, bro, how does your brain work like that? It'd be funny as fuck.
Craig a LA nigga too.
He said it smelled like the top of his belt buckles musty. I was like, how do you come up with that? Because it makes sense. If he's fat as fuck, his stomach is hanging over his shit. It probably is, but how do you think of that?
That nigga funny, bro. Well, that nigga had this like he say the simplest shit. He be killing nigga.
Yeah, it'd be like one sentence. But you know what's crazy is I feel like David Lucas is not as funny on that show as he is like on Kill Tony or other places where he roasts people.
Oh shit, I never seen him on nothing else.
Right. If you watch if you like comedy, there's the Kill Tony podcast with Tony Hinchcliffe, and David Lucas is like a regular on there. He's like the roaster of the show, like he comes on just to roast. But what they do on that one is they have a bucket, and if they pull your name, you get 1 minute of stand-up time. And then based on that 1 minute, Tony Hinchcliffe, Ryan Redband, and then they always have like a guest comedian. So sometimes Rogan, sometimes it's just different people. And then they'll give you criticism or clown you if you're trash, or tell you you're good, maybe offer you a spot on one of their upcoming shows if you happen to kill it. So it's 1 minute, just 1 minute at a time, and then about a 5-minute interview with that person will like interact with that person. And so you get about maybe like 10 people a show, 10 to 12 on their podcast a show every Monday. But that's just funny. And him and David Lucas and Tony Hinchcliffe go at it because Tony Hinchcliffe sounds hella gay when he talks. He has one of the voices. So David Lucas will go in on him about being gay. Like everything is about like dildo flavor this, you're gay this, gay that. And then Tony Hinchcliffe is one of the best roasters his damn self. And he be gassing fucking David Lucas for being so fucking fat. Like everything about it. So I was trying to find out.
I was trying to find out who the fuck that nigga was. I'm gonna try to find out. But I wanted to know who the niggas was talking about. Who fucked that nigga? The gay nigga was fucking with.
Oh, Billy Sorrell?
Yeah, Billy. I didn't know who he was
Yeah.
fucking. He said he was fucking with one of them niggas. They was doing that little gay shit. One of them.
With one of them?
Niggas. Yeah.
Because it came out who the whole scandal was about, but it wasn't nobody else on roast me.
Yeah, it's one of them. Who was it about?
Supposedly Billy and his wife were having threesomes with this other comedian, but like Billy and the dude were doing shit, like sucking each other's dicks or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but then I guess the old boy ended up putting it out there that like
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, that's why Billy
You
was
didn't know
gone
about
for a minute.
that?
And that's what makes it crazier because everyone clowned on Billy for being gay because of the way he looks. So it just makes it worse because he actually came out with some gay shit. Yeah. And he admitted to it. Well, he didn't admit to doing it to him. He was just like, nah, he was the one sucking my dick. He's a faggot. And I'm like, bro, you got your dick sucked by a man. You gay too.
These niggas, man.
Straight up.
For
I'm like, these
real.
niggas did a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like
For
they
real.
always called that nigga gay. That nigga
Always.
ended up being gay.
Always. That's hella funny. And he came back, and it's like they don't clown him on being gay anymore. I'm like, bro, don't shy away from it.
They'll say one thing and the room will get quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you suck dick. It's like everybody get quiet and shit.
Yeah,
like,
they just, okay, next up.
Brandon Lewis is good host.
Dude, I was wondering why they stopped like clowning him with the gay jokes.
Yeah. I bet
came
they gotta go twice as hard. Fuck it. You signed up to come back, bro. You should know it's coming.
Hey, are you gonna put your business out there in the street like that, nigga? You supposed to deny that shit to your grave. When you got it on tape, it didn't happen. Like, you know, you don't put that shit out there, especially if you're ashamed of it.
He had a mental breakdown because his wife left him after that and shit. So that motherfucker had a mental breakdown and made a video and just pretty much put everything in the open. And I was like, bruh, you take that to the grave, dog.
Straight up, homie.
Hey, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back, bro. Don't go nowhere. Give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Especially because the only thing was the other dude said the shit. So it was like, it was you versus him. You could just be like, what the fuck? You lying like a motherfucker. But I don't think the wife ever said anything one way or another.
Nah, I never seen his wife before. I don't be on his Instagram and all that, but
yeah.
I know that bitch got ghosts. Like, fuck with this gay nigga.
I just remember I watched so much Roast Me that when that shit happened, it was on my feed for YouTube. I was like, what? I was like, oh, hell no. Nah. I was like, this really happened, man. All these, it was probably like, 3-4 seasons of them just clowning them for gay shit, and then he ends up
doing
that's
some gay
hilarious.
Shit. He was gay as fuck. Like, bro, he was out there, and now he seem a little sweeter and shit. He got a little extra little twist and twang where you thought, like, damn, bro, you went extra with it. Extra with it. Like, damn.
You got some more sugar in this tank, man.
Yeah. Out there bouncing around a little bit more. I'm like, damn, he's gay as fuck, dog.
That motherfucker be frolicking, man.
Yeah, straight up. Prance like a reindeer. Like, get the fuck out of here, homie. You like see that shit on him now.
I know. I think I just want to see someone come in savage and go hard on him. Like, fuck it, break him again. Because
it seems like homogenized now. Because they bring niggas in there that look all crazy and shit. Like, y'all brought this nigga in here to roast on him. Like, it's like niggas dressed all crazy and wearing some off-brand shoes and all that shit. It's like,
that's the new wave.
Y'all brought this nigga over here to act like that.
Bro, I went to a day party the other day with my little cousin. I mean, he's only a couple years younger than me, but he kicked it with a younger crowd. Like I said, this crowd was like average of like 26, 27. So we about like 10 years as far as the crowd. Man, the shit I seen motherfuckers wear, I was like, oh, bruh, I must look like the old man here. Because motherfuckers was wearing, those weird ass like Balenciaga shoes and all these weird shirts and tight jeans with holes in them. And like, I was just like, bruh, I am not up to date on this. Nope. I'm just going to be pro club down and that's it. That's what you get from me.
Straight up, man. Nigga, I put a collar shirt on. We gonna go somewhere. Other than that, man, t-shirts, sweatpants. Yeah. Right now, flip-flops and basketball shorts. But other than
Yep.
that,
Basketball shorts and slides right now, and a hoodie, a hat, and a shirt. Like that's it. Man, I see just one motherfucker was there like a skin, like, bro, just one of the gayest looking things I've ever seen, bro. Like, and one dude came through with like a fucking pink sweater, some flower loafers with no socks, some high water like khaki shit with a dangling ass earring with some rose colored glasses, and his hair dyed, and the sweater was like a half turtleneck. And he came in with a bad bitch. He came in with a bad bitch. And I was just like, yeah, I'm that. I'm just gonna have to be old man now. I guess I just gotta accept my fate.
That's cool to me, bro. I came in all like European fashion. I'm a big guy. That shit don't look good on me. You know what I mean? I don't mind
a fly button up if I'm doing something with some loafers. I'm with the suede loafers, but I'm not gonna look like feminine about it.
Hell no.
Like
all these floral colors and flowers and
rose
gold and shit. You keep all that, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm disgusted with this Billy shit, man. He talked all that shit about gay shit, and then he's doing gay shit.
Yeah.
You didn't know about that shit? Like a year old almost now.
Yeah.
Man, hey, listen, I don't get involved. I didn't know about that. When I see it, they went on the shade room. Shit, I don't know.
No, because that's what I was saying. I'll be watching Roast Me so much that when that shit happened, it was all on my feed on YouTube, the suggested videos. And I was like, what the fuck? Because dude were going back and forth. They made like a video about him, and they were like probably like 2-3 videos back and forth that they were releasing about each other and shit. I think it was that dude, comedian, what is it? 80 or Ide, or he had like a weird name.
Some gay name now as you think about it.
Like I think it's like ADAIA.
Was he on All Dev Digital?
I don't remember seeing him on that, but I've seen like stand-ups of his before and shit. I'll be watching hella stand-up, bro. I'll be watching Chocolate Sundays, all that shit. I watch everything. I love stand-up. I love comedy in general, but I fuck with stand-up tough and roast shit.
Bro, you gotta come down for Tommy Davidson, bro. I think he's gonna be funny.
I've seen Tommy Davidson. He's all right.
He ain't that funny in person?
I mean, he is, but he's Tommy Davidson, so it's kind of like he's what you expect. He's funny. He's funny. I wouldn't travel to go see him, but I'll see him if he's here.
You know who I would travel to go see though?
Who?
Tony Roberts, bro. That motherfucker, hella funny.
Yeah, Tony Roberts is funny. I probably wouldn't travel to see him though.
You crazy, man. You ain't never seen him live, then.
I've seen him live, because I've been going to San Jose Improv all the time, or Tommy T's right there in Pleasanton. I know you know where Tommy T's is at.
That's where I be going. Me and my wife go there every other week.
Yeah,
somebody there.
I go those two. Those are my two spots, and then LA. Got the Laugh Factory, and she always stop by. But I would say, shit, I done seen a lot of motherfuckers live, man. Fuck, a lot of motherfuckers.
I thought Corey Holcomb would be funnier.
Hey, Corey Holcomb's funny when I went to go see him. Like a motherfucker.
No. But I'm saying I thought he would be funnier though.
Oh, to me he was funnier because I don't know, but I've only seen him twice, and the first time was funnier than the second time for sure. He was on his shit. But I've seen D-Ray, I've seen Louis
You gotta
CK.
catch him the first couple shows because he be drunk the next couple shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He get too drunk, it's over. But Tony Roberts, that nigga hella funny, bro. So far, he been the funniest nigga I done seen live.
He's the funniest you've seen live?
Hell
Fuck,
yeah.
I don't know who the funniest is I've seen live. Fuck. I've seen so many motherfuckers. Because I've seen Chappelle, Tucker.
See, Dave Chappelle is funny, but he ain't like
Louis CK.
He ain't like hella funny though.
Mark Norman, Felipe Esparza, obviously all the kings of comedy, the whole Black and Brown comedy get down. Seen them multiple times. That's George Lopez, D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley, he funny.
Hey, what's up with George Lopez, homie? Is that nigga really Raza or what, homie?
I don't fucking know.
That nigga ain't Raza, homie.
What is that?
I think he be put on the front. I think he like that Fools Gone Wild nigga. I think he should. I think he's really a white man. Act hella Mexican. You know that fool going wild fool is a white boy. What's his
I
name?
never seen
Little
what he looked
Mr.
like.
E.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah,
E? Yeah.
that fool's a white boy, homie.
Which one?
The guy with the mask, with the Jason mask, with the clown nose.
I don't know who that is.
Little Mystery.
Yo, from Fools Gone Wild. You don't know the page? Fools Gone Wild?
He always making fun of Mexican shit.
The fat Mexican dude?
Nah, bro. He a little. I don't know. He a little dude. He always making fun of Mexican shit. I see them on Twitter. That's where I first ran across from there on Twitter.
Yeah, I watch on Instagram. They be having funny ass videos.
Yeah, he be talking bad about Raza. I mean, that nigga ain't Raza, Holmes. Fuck that. Talking bad about your people.
I'm American, fool. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my 4th of July, man. I started my day off with the Hulk Hogan theme song, man.
Hold on. You on break? Huh? Yeah, you laying down and shit.
Then Mark over nigga.
This
This nigga over here checking nigga. You on break? Nigga finna tell.
You can't be laying down like you on break, though.
Boss, he ain't working, boss.
Now back to my YouTube.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. George Lopez has gotten less and less funny throughout the years for me, personally. Eddie Griffin funny as fuck. I'll say that. Eddie Griffin funny as fuck in person. Charlie Murphy was funny too.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy, Eddie Griffin is funny.
TJ Miller was hella funny. I was not expecting him to be that funny at all. I went to that because I had nothing better to go to, and that shit ended up being one of the funniest shits I've ever seen. So that was good. There's a lot of comedians out there, man. It depends on what you find funny. I like everything. I like white comedy and black comedy and smart comedy, non-cursing comedy, goofy comedy. I like everything. Like I think Jim Gaffigan's funny. Yeah, put your shit on mute, Kyle. Damn. Motherfucker put his phone in his pocket and ran off.
You know, man, this is it for me, man. I'm about to ready to start my day. I got a game today.
Same
About to get
too.
our ass kicked. Coaching my
get my ass in
AAU.
the shower.
Coaching my AAU middle school team, 12, 15 and under. So we probably get our ass kicked, but we're gonna do our thing though.
Fuck that. Hey, you only get 5 fouls, make them count.
4.
4. All right.
No, it's 5. More. Like 5, we gotta keep one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, make them count.
We're gonna do something, man. Get out here and battle weather.
Boxing one.
Right? No, these dudes be pressing us, man. These dudes play soft. I gotta get them to be a little more physical with the rock. But we all right though.
All right, well, Kyle over there wrestling with a bear or some shit, so I'll holler at y'all.
All right, folks, for sure.
What are you trying to do? You been discharged? That's a discharge paper. You got to go, bro. You got to head out. Get that money. You got to go. Come on, man. Get your stuff and get on. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I can't go that fast. Sorry.
Are you medicated or what's going on?
Whoever say they want to do it, I'm not going to have them do it. So like this. Not even discharged.
I tried to talk to him and ask him to be and I asked him if he needed assistance. He said, yeah. I said he need a wheelchair. I sat him down. I tried to move him. He said he don't want to move from the front door. So I don't know what to do.
You got this.
He got it. Okay, sir. You were just discharged. So where are you going now? You have a ride? You need a taxi or? Let me find out who was the nurse. I can know. Mr. Ken Moore. Let me find out who. Yep. Jeff, we might need you. Okay, so Mr. Moore, go ahead and put your foot on the so I can move you.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, stay here, brother. I don't know right now. It's okay to say it a little bit, but of course, eventually you gotta. Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, we're here, so how we can help you? Lisa? Are these your glasses?
I'm sorry?
Are these yours?
They fell out of his pocket. So, you were here or?
See, unfortunately, you got to make a decision.
Yeah, I understand.
Like I said, I'm more than willing to help you, make a phone call, get you to the car, any of those things.
Yeah.
So make sure you're safe as you exit the facility.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to sit here for a second then. I'm not, yeah,
Do you have to be right here? You have a mode of transport. Right here?
yeah, it's over here. I'm hungry, that's just a lot happening.
I mean, I can get you some food and sit you out, but we can't have you hanging out this time. We gotta get you moving. Do you want to get you a sandwich and help you get to your car?
I don't know what I want.
You gotta start looking towards your
Really?